And no, y'all, that's not my real voice. Cigar Hound Dog, DJ from Pick Jimmy, Master Your Ash, John from Cigar Alchemist, EKB from The Vintage Cigar.
What you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything?
Thanks for tuning into the big broadcast, the bad broadcast. And now, the New Wave presents the infamous Smoke Show.
Woo!
Hey!
We're live.
What up? What's up, everyone?
Ooh.
Yeah, I was just looking at the thumbnail too, finally seeing it for myself.
This is what happens. This is what happens when DJ's traveling and it's left up to me to figure out how to do all the shit. This is what happens. We get a pig on the thumbnail.
Hey, we happy as pigs and slop to be here, baby.
That's right, man.
That's what it is.
Exactly. Perfect. Perfect. I haven't smoked a cigar all day too. So, John? What do you line up right now?
Oreo's Tail, Connecticut. It's first time I'm having it.
Jumping in it, man.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
What's everybody else smoking?
What do I have?
I had two for you guys to decide between. They're both sent to me by Peter. One is a Year of the Dragon in Placencia. The other one is a nice Olmec kind of double Corona or Churchill.
Olmec, man.
Is it the Maduro or Claro? Is it the Claro or Maduro?
This, I believe, is Claro from...
It looks Claro.
Yeah.
Olmec?
I would go Olmec.
Clara.
Olmec.
Yeah. What about you, DJ?
Let's see what I have with me. I think I'll go with the Don Carlos here.
Hey.
Beautiful.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Ahoy, Nucky. What about you, Keelan? What you got? Oh, yeah. 149
Wow,
Cortez.
freaking
Beautiful.
Very nice.
Wow,
Nice.
freaking time, man.
Beautiful. All right, I'm going to have you guys help me choose. I'm pretty sure I have 4 cigars. I'm pretty sure I know which one's going to lose. But let's try and pick a winner.
You're not going to Flavor Town?
No, actually, no. I'm surprised. Yeah, I love the 56. I love the 56. All right. 10th anniversary. This is from Mike. He gave me at the show.
Nice.
Year of the Tiger, the only good one.
We both had the same one.
The
Eagle's
Descent worked. Eagle's Descent with a couple years of age on it, and the Frank. Not the Frank.
The face.
What?
The face?
The face. The face.
Yes.
Sorry, the face.
You gotta go.
You put it in the face. It's in the
Which
face.
one? Which one, guys?
Go with the Florida Last on my thing. I say the Florida Last.
Yeah, it's good thing.
I say either that or the face. I say either that or the face.
Yeah, those are the only real.
I miss the face, man. I wish I got more of those.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
I'll send you some, John. I still got some.
Yeah, I'm going to start out with this one, then I might switch to the face.
That's probably the best order because that
that's
face
true.
is gonna.
That's true.
It's going to end on a strong note for sure.
Yeah.
And thank you for this cigar, Mike. This thing is.
Oh, that's interesting.
Looking forward to it.
Yes, sir.
I like catch up on the comments.
Burning Time. That's one of my favorite cigars, man. That's such a good one, dude. Good regular cigar.
Word pumped.
That's tight. What's up, Charlie? That's a dope.
Charlie,
you have a
what up?
dope ass beard, Charlie. Charlie Castillo.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you got the dark streaks in there. That's kind of dope.
Hell yeah. What's up, Lawrence?
Lawrence, what up,
What's
homie?
up, man?
Lawrence.
Oh yeah,
Nah,
dude. Those
for sure.
those RS88
For sure.
Cameroons. That's what you're talking about, John, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Freaking money.
Sure.
I saw that. I had to call that out, man. Freaking, y'all know.
Oh,
I love that
Yeah,
stuff.
no
yeah.
doubt.
Okay. Did you guys? I think DJ, you talked about the headless horseman. Was it the 23 or the 22?
I think I did the 22. And Michael, did you have the 23? I think it's the
I believe
23.
so.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Owie. Okay, we're on the extension. Okay, that's good.
No, I had the 22.
Oh, that's the one I had too. It's great cigar though.
My Zycar broke. My triple torch, my triple flame
Damn.
car broke. This will be I think the third time I've had to send it in, and I'm at the point now where I'm like, I'm just okay to like look for something else, and like this tabletop like Oliva table
Lighter, bro.
DJ.
It's
good.
fire, man.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's like
Did
you
you
don't
get
light
this
it
one
on
too?
fire, bro.
Did you get this one too,
Who,
Keelan?
me? No, ain't nobody sending me shit. No.
If there's anything you need, it's a
Crown head.
freaking lighter. If there's anything you need, it's a freaking lighter.
I'm still doing 7-Eleven lighters.
That's
Ain't
funny.
nothing changed, man.
Savage Sith is asking if we have any opinions on the Avo Classic.
The Robusto's really good. Let me find it.
I like
haven't had
the
an Avo in a while, man. I got disappointed with it.
I like the Avo Classic. For what it is, you know, it's a solid cigar.
I think that was
wanna
Developing
know-
Palate's Cigar of the Year a couple years ago.
Oh, really? Really?
Mhm.
I want to know what Savage Sith thinks about the Acolyte. I know we ain't got to talk about it, but I want to see if he has some comments and put it in the comments. I'm curious.
Oh, yeah, later on.
Yeah. I want to
Jump into the Acolyte.
Oh, it's movie time.
Yeah.
But yeah, man,
But
do
just the
the
fact
Avo.
that he.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, what were we saying?
Oh, I was just gonna say the Avo Classics are solid, like either the Connecticut or the Maduro. But I'm not. Avo's real hit or miss, but the Classic is one of the better ones in their lineup.
The Robusto hits. It's a very creamy cigar. It's a very light, creamy cigar. In like other sizes, I've had it in the Toro. I've had it in the Lonsdale. I haven't had it, but my friend said the 660 is very good in the Avo Classic blend.
I didn't know
tried
they
it.
made a 660. It's interesting.
Yeah. But my friend swears that it's a really, really good cigar.
Nice. Lawrence is on the Martinique. Nice, dude. I love Principal.
Money.
I got one more, man.
I still
Sorry,
haven't
my neighbors
smoked
are
it.
running by.
I gotta do
Really?
it. Yeah, I haven't smoked one Martinique yet.
Wow.
Yeah, I still got
Have a nice-
one
Steven, what up?
Matt gave me just chilling in my humidor.
Which one? Which one?
The Martinique.
Oh,
There's like
dude.
one shop in Vegas that carries Principal. Maybe two.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
just one.
Just go direct. Go direct to Darren. Like just go to I obviously I can't direct you, but just
Right.
his principal trading is him. So like he was messaging me like, hey, like is this what you want? Just confirming stuff, whatever. And I was like, oh, it's Darren handling it. Okay.
Oh, that's
Okay.
dope.
I'll reach out.
Hands on. I like that. That's always a plus.
He's on it, man. Bronze back, love that.
Nice. I smoked that yesterday. I was smoking some ribs in the back. I had
Nice,
the
man.
bronze back while I was doing it.
How'd your ribs turn out?
Fantastic, bro. I can't even lie. Pat
you
myself
go-
on the back.
Dude.
With
Nothing wrong with
you
tooting
did-
your own horn on that, man.
Yeah. Did you go dry rub? 3, 2, 1. What you got?
my wife likes dry rub, so I always got to do dry rub. She doesn't like
Mhm.
anything but my dry rub, I gotta admit, is pretty fire. So
Nice.
came out pretty good.
Nice, man.
Ruthy's going a little bit apeshit right now. You hear something out front.
I can't imagine Rothy going apeshit for some reason.
Hey, yeah, I mean, his version of ape shit, which is just like 5 bars.
And go to sleep.
Woof. Exactly. Yeah.
And
Have you
I
heard
saw
of
this
this?
video. What's that?
The Alex
Nah.
T. Bra?
No.
Alex T. Bra? No.
No,
Alex T. Bra.
I just think of
Let me
Zoolander.
Googles. Let me do my Googles.
Yeah.
Money,
Nice.
dude.
Miso.
Or are they gonna get us like you got Homeboy last night, like you got Hugo last night?
Dude, I hope Hugo's in the chat. I hope Hugo's in the chat. He has to know. He has to know by now. But that was
where's
like
Hugo at?
that was such a sick. That was such a sick. Bart Simpson kind of burn. Moses like Bart Simpson burn right there. So funny.
Maybe
Okay, I've heard
Yeah.
the family blend's okay
Okay.
for an Alec
Take
Bradley.
your word for it.
Ah, gosh darn it! Come on, man. Nah, not doing that
You gotta
stuff.
have it right in
Put
there,
it in
bro.
all
Let
caps
that
too,
nicotine
man. That's
hit.
nasty work, man.
Let that
That's
nicotine
nasty.
We're not. We're not. You think whatever you want to think. Do whatever you want to do. We're here for an escape from that stuff.
Yeah.
We're here for the cigars and for camaraderie, talking about things that we're hobbyists about, like cigars and other things, but particularly cigars. No offense.
And speaking of that, going back to our original conspiracy theory, I'm going to have to hop off in about 10 minutes because I have some online forums that I have to check in on.
Michael Q. Prisdale.
Michael Q.
Michael
Time
Q.
to shine, boys.
Dude,
I
that's-
gotta go to my other
that has
meeting.
a nice ring to it.
Gotta go to my other meeting after this.
Yeah. Take the mask of your ash off and put on the tinfoil. It's a wrap after that.
Then you take off the tinfoil, then you ash in it.
Like, need me now more than ever.
Michael, you should come out with some merch for that, dude. That'd be fire.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
You could come up with some good merch for that, dude.
It would be even better because I would be walking around rocking it. That would be even better, dude.
Dude.
You shirt on. Come on.
Dude. So many like people in Japan would be like, "What the what the hell's going on here?"
I would love it.
Good.
If you're walking on the base, on the military base with a massive ass Q shirt, come on. Yo.
Dude, you'd be escorted off the base. You'd be fucking dude, but yeah, Michael Q. That has a nice ring to it. It's weird, but it has a nice ring to it.
Michael Q. Prisdale.
Oh, I just got an idea for a Photoshop that I got to do for you, Mike. I got to do this for you. This is just gonna be just for us, but it's gonna be good. Let me take a
No
note
worries,
so I don't
man.
forget.
You know me, I like a good joke.
Dude,
I love it.
this thing is bomb.
Yeah,
This 10th
I
anniversary,
totally agree.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a great stick.
This thing is
I
funny,
don't-
man.
I'll have to try
I
it
think I
again.
got one
I wasn't super impressed with it at first, but you guys love it, so I'll try it again.
Yeah.
but hey,
Solid,
John, I
man.
had the same issue the first time. You saw what happened the first time I had that thing. It was
I remember
full on,
that.
man. You know,
I remember
the
that.
second time, like Matt sent me another one. The second time, I was like, okay, this is actually a good cigar. So I
All
think
right.
it's worth it to try it one more time if you don't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Is he talking about the face?
Yeah, I was like, which one are you talking about? You have to
I think
let us know.
think
I
Natalie
think earlier.
mentioned the
Yeah.
face redux before.
Okay. Well, I'm not paying
Could
for
be
any
wrong.
boxes, but
Yeah, right.
I'll try to find some singles out there. We'll see. That was a damn good stick, though.
Oh, I'll send you a couple,
Dude.
dude. I still have a full box.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. You don't have to do that, dude, but I appreciate it.
I got you.
Hey, look, John, you gotta stop that. We looking
I
out
know.
for you. You the homie.
Yeah, man.
You the homie.
Good. You're good.
You the homie. We care,
Well,
bro.
I know. Well, Keelan's bringing that up because I DM'd him because he had mentioned the Casa Magnas, and I was like, hey, I just want to make sure they weren't lost in the mail. It's the only reason I'm asking. And he's like, oh, no, I haven't sent them yet. And I'm like, I promise I'm not asking to try to get you to send them. I just wanted to make sure they weren't lost.
No doubt,
Yeah.
man. Regardless.
Yeah, because you never know. Like,
Uh,
you never international shipping shit happens. You know.
Yeah.
I gotta say though,
man.
they haven't been as bad lately. Like it took them a while to recover from 2020, but they've been a lot better now. Normally now when people send stuff out here, it gets there within
That's
a
good.
little bit over a week. And same thing going
Yeah,
out
last-
now. It's much, much better.
Last time I sent something out, it took like I think maybe like 6 days. It was like pretty damn quick. It
Yeah, mine
pretty
was about a
fast.
week that I sent out to
It's
you.
been so much better.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, my local post office is under federal investigation for fraud. So
Oh shit.
There you
Okay.
go.
found that out.
Oh,
Apparently,
jeez.
a guy's been stealing shit from the mail. So that's why it's always him sending me stuff.
Oh, that's
Oh
nasty
my
work.
gosh, dude.
Oh, Matt, you got that review coming out pretty soon, right? Lampert Limitada.
Nice, Greg.
Yes, yeah, and that's the. I don't want to give out too much about the review, but yeah, it's a
No.
good cigar. It's
Yeah,
it's a very, very good cigar.
Sounds
Definitely
like it's
one
some
to like.
parallel.
No,
I'm
it's-
joking.
it's-
I didn't want to do a message. Don't give me
it's
shit away.
pretty-
I'll
it's-
just message.
It's okay. It's pretty. It's
I'm
pretty
just trying to
good.
gin up views, man. I'm ginning up views.
But
bro.
yeah, but for like you know, for me that was Lampert's strongest cigar. Like that was like
Yeah.
surprisingly strong for a Lampert, which I was impressed by. That
was
going
bold,
outside
man.
of his wheelhouse, it was very bold.
It was bold. Very bold.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
pretty cool.
In a good way. In all the good ways.
It's always good when brands switch it up a little bit. You know, you got to zig and zag a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
This is the review
Okay.
posted tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that thing's about to go nuclear, though.
$100 worth of game.
This thing's about to
I don't know what
Now-
that
do something.
Now, now that's a butt plug.
Right.
Sorry.
yes,
It's a little
yes. No, it's very, dude. Just wait till the review. Just wait till the fucking review. My favorite, like one of my favorite things is like the first Anchorman. When I was like, you know, it was 2004. I was just out of high school or about to get out of high school. I thought that was the funniest shit. Like having somebody who's like in a very, very straight, you know, kind of straight arrow like profession, like just doing stupid shit. So that's like
Run Burgundy. That shit
Yeah,
always
yeah.
kills me. It's the simplest
Dude,
joke,
yeah.
but it's so
This-
funny
this-
to me, man.
and that's that brand of humor like stuck with me.
Yeah.
And like for me, and like kind of like the Daily Show thing too, that kind of deal.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
when somebody who's like in a position to have to be that's trying to be taken seriously and they're fucking around, I think that shit's funny as hell. So with my channel, I like most of the humor that I do is like based on that. Like I try to take myself seriously being a real reviewer, but it's like if I have the opportunity to be a fucking dipshit while doing that, I think it's funny. I think that brand of humor just resonates.
Yeah, that makes sense. It definitely pops out because you are very professional and like, you know,
Yeah, that's what makes.
I'm
it work.
not. It's funny because I'm not. You know, you guys know for sure, and the people who watch the lives know I am not fucking professional like at all.
Yeah.
The beauty of it though, Matt, is they don't really see it the way we get to see it. That's what is always so funny to me because we know like what you're thinking in the back of your brain when you're like straight laced on in front of the camera.
Yeah, you're still the straight man of the
It's
group.
so good.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing there.
Dude, I gotta say, I like this. I like the Oreo cookie Connecticut, but I think I like the RS-88 better so far. But this thing's definitely punchier.
It is punchy.
Yeah.
I have a family of mourning doves in my back patio that are like learning to fly. So like I get like I'm hearing all this like crazy flapping going on. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Whoa,
Dude, we have a cardinal that nested in our tree in the backyard.
Bro,
I
shit.
didn't know this, but like best pest control ever. Like we have had a huge reduction in wasps, grasshoppers, like everything. We'll wake up and it's just like a massacre of like grasshopper limbs on our patio. It's that freaking
Nice.
robin, dude. or cardinal.
That's
Yeah.
fucking
So
crazy. That's
my wife
crazy.
and I, and we're not bird
This-
people by any means, but I'm like, dude, I'm getting a fucking bird feeder because if it
Mhm.
reduces the wasps out here like that, I am down. So
Yeah.
Now you got to get a hawk tour to take care of that snake that's in the back.
yeah. Speaking of hawk tour, Greg mentioned the hawk tour earlier. So yeah,
You see him connected.
Yeah.
Got my little
Yeah,
Eddie Murphy going.
I got
Matt
you.
ain't the only one with jokes.
Ooh. That 22 is so good. The Bellicoso's Phenos.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's money. That's
That was
absolutely
I know Peter's really down for the Pasolitos, but that cigar's a cock tease. Like it's good, but it's like 2.5 inches. You know, I need
Yeah.
I need more than that.
Hey, yo.
I want more than that.
Bro, that thing lasted me
yo.
50 minutes.
I need more than 2.5 inches, okay?
2.5 inches ain't enough for Matt.
No, that's just the tip.
It doesn't-
That's
it doesn't
just the
reach
tip.
spot. It doesn't reach the
He
spot for
did
Matt.
he did he.
Hey man,
What
that
up,
2
Eric?
inches lasted
Hey, what
me
up?
50 minutes though.
Just keeps going.
But it does last for a while, though. That's real talk. It does last for a while. That's
Yeah.
freaking hilarious, but it does last.
On the real.
Yeah.
It does.
Taurus, what up? E, what up?
I'm surprised Torres hasn't gotten in here yet with the Pasolitos jokes yet.
What's coming?
Oh yeah, he showed me he smoked a League of 9 earlier. Hopefully it treated him well.
That's
Interesting.
fun,
Drew
bro.
Estates. Interesting.
Yeah. The number 9, what does he think? He's still dreaming of the Mil Diaz Maduro.
Those are very good.
Okay.
Fair.
Yeah.
You know, like I gotta say this though, because I cannot be mad. And I want to give a shout out to John Huber for sending out that bomb like that. Because honestly, I didn't expect it to come. The
That's
hats are
dope,
dope.
Yeah.
It's super dope. But I wanted a Mil Diaz Maduro in that box so bad. I can't lie, yo. I can't lie. But you can't, you can't be choosers. Somebody sending you something that nice, man. You can't be choosy. But it was just funny. I was just like, please,
You
let
just
us
like
be
write
here.
him a note back. You just write him a note back. Hey, John, thanks for the ball. Very kind. I think you forgot something, though.
Yeah.
Send him an Eminem stand type note.
Yeah. Dear John, thank you. But
No, bro,
Which is
I noticed
Yeah,
the Mil Diaz Maduros were missing. Did they get lost?
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, I will say Crown Heads, they're pretty good about that. They're pretty good about,
Nah.
getting stuff out to people.
Dude, I don't even
yeah.
know. Like, I don't even know how he got the new email. He hasn't sent me anything since I lived in the other place in near Tokyo. I don't know how he even got it.
Tracking
He
you.
did like
Dope.
he did 45 minutes with homie in New Jersey, the Sticks at the Shore on his channel. Yeah, he did like 45 minutes. I mean, he just started his channel 2 weeks ago. Sent him out a bomb, said what's up. I guess they coordinated.
man.
He went on there for an hour almost.
Wow.
Come on, man. How cool is
That's
that?
tight.
Yeah.
That's
How cool
awesome.
is that?
Just shepherding people that are interested in growing the community. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah, it's a
dude.
fucking
I was
back
thinking
here,
this too,
man.
Lawrence. You always got something in the back, man. If it is some kind of bird or something going on back there, yo.
The good thing is though, it's like none of these animals are like, well, actually we have coyotes, but they never bother us. But there's no like snakes, there's no fucking like Florida like alligators, like there's nothing that's really gonna fuck with us, It's just all
We have
bullshit.
out here. We have warthogs that just randomly run through people's neighborhoods.
I think I remember you mentioning that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bro,
So we were
I would
house
not mess
shopping.
Caribou
Nah.
pork chops, man.
We were house shopping, and one of the places that we were really interested in, we went over the whole place. It was really nice in a nice neighborhood, and they had like this little walkabout that was like right across the street, and it was a big sign out there that was just like "Beware of warthogs," and we were like, "What the?" And then they're all over the city. That anywhere you can go, they can just pop out of the woods.
dang, dude.
Oh, and
Those
it's wild
things-
bears too. There's
Nope.
a black bear epidemic in
I'm out.
Japan right now. You can Google it. So,
I'm out.
Yeah,
And y'all aren't allowed to.
you know-
Y'all aren't allowed to carry either. So I am out. I am out. Out. I'm not
Yeah,
messing
man.
with no warthogs and bears.
Can you do,
It's
like-
wild.
Can you do like hunting rifles at least in certain areas?
Yeah, you can, but like in order to do it, like you got to go through like 2 weeks of gun training, and you got to get a license. So you can, and you can only have like one rifle in the household or something like that. And that's the only way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's no handguns. You can have a rifle.
Okay.
Right.
Dude, that's scary though, man. Warthogs and bears, like that's a combination right there, man.
It's been on the news with the bears that there's like an uptick because like people in Japan, like they will just move out of places or somebody will die and places just get abandoned and everybody's leaving like all the rural areas and going into like the major cities like Osaka, Tokyo, whatever. So now the bears are just taking over these neighborhoods.
Yeah.
So people are just getting taken off the census, just bears just coming out of nowhere. Like, nah, this is my crib now, homie.
Did you hear about that story? Did you hear about that story about the man-eating bear in Japan? It was maybe like at the turn of the century, like late 1800s, early 1900s. You heard about that, right? In the wintertime, or like came down from the woods and like attacked people at night and fucking just dragged people away and shit. It's fucking insane.
Happening again. It's like it's happening again. But these black bears are just it's just taking people out. It's on the news. It's wild, man. This is a wild place. I love Japan. It's nuts out here though.
I showed my wife the scene from The Revenant one time. That was a mistake. So she didn't appreciate it.
That was brutal, man. I know we ain't movie time, but that was brutal.
What's the guy's name again?
Leo DiCaprio?
No, well, the character he played.
I forget his name.
I don't know. Don't ask me about it.
He's a mountain man.
But didn't die.
Oh, it's gonna fucking bother me.
Like
I saw
Paul John or something?
Somebody said in the comments.
Something like that, yeah. I saw some video on YouTube where they brought in some bear expert and they were like reviewing bear attack scenes in movies. They're like, oh yeah, this is pretty accurate. And I'm like, how do you know? You were either attacked by a bear or you watched someone get attacked by a bear, you know? Like, I mean, I guess I could watch them attack animals.
Hugh Glass.
Y'all know the story about the dude that like thought he loved bears, so he went out into the woods.
Yeah.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I think they got some history on.
Yeah, true, bro. You don't.
He's just chilling out, like, hey, I'm one of the family. I'm part of the family. They love me.
Yeah. Do you hear
Okay, Jack.
Yeah, sure. They love what's inside you.
We gotta win a snack, Jack. Just let this dude chill for a minute. We got it.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you guys have the Forbidden 13? Have you guys ever had that?
I have. Yep.
Thoughts?
It's good. It's not worth $45, but it's good. I mean, if you want to just try it to say you've had a Forbidden X and you just want to pay the $45 for price of admission to say it, it's a good cigar. It's one of the better opuses, in my opinion. It's not worth $45. But I'm one of the people who falls into the camp that I don't think most any cigars are worth $45. So, you know, it's fine.
Right.
Try it.
I could have almost scripted that response. Just not because of you, just because like the overarching, you know, it's just opinion on Opus in general. It's good. Yeah. It's not worth the money. It's good. Yeah. It's nice to try. Try one. It's not worth the money. You've done it. You cross it off.
Yes, exactly. If you want to pay $45 to just say you've smoked it, you know, which is kind of a cool thing. Like I'm not saying that in a condescending way. Like that's cheaper than you'll find them in a lot of places. So that's not a bad price on those. So.
And the Forbiddens have a little bit of extra age to them too, I believe, right?
I think so. I just remember it's. I haven't had a ton of opuses, but from the ones I've had, it's one of the better ones in my opinion. So, you know, if you're already paying that much for opus, then that's one of them to get, I think. So,
DJ, what you thinking about the Don Carlos, man?
It's not as good as a Sharp, but it's not bad.
Nice.
It's that's the one from Corona, right? The Bellicoso.
Yeah. I brought
look good,
Corona
man.
And King of the Leaf with me, so I could shoot unboxings because I'm not going to be back till like mid next week. So
okay.
Trying to keep up with the Fadouche content.
Gotta keep the Fadouche going.
Mike, I'm not taking it back, man. I'm not taking it back, Mike.
Huh?
Mike's saying
It sounds like
Mike's-
some Opus X commentary.
Yeah, he's saying for me to take it back that the $4 million's not worth it.
I already knew where that was going.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, the LFD Factory Press is bomb. That's a
It is
really,
really
really good cigar.
Yeah, that was good.
Such a good cigar.
I like the H99.
What up, Fred?
Up,
Freddie,
Fred.
what up?
What's up, dude?
Bombay.
Fred.
Everybody giving greetings to Fred.
Best comment section in the world.
Yes, sir.
I still haven't tried that Leroy Neiman. I've seen it around.
Is that the art?
Yeah. It's the one that has like the artsy body band on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
JC Newman did that. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is surprising.
Yeah. When you think about like how their cigars normally look, that's kind of all right. Interesting.
They made it like look classic because I guess like I don't know what to call the art style because I'm not into art whatsoever. You probably would know, Keelan, but it's a very like classic kind of I don't even know how to describe it. Just like it's a classic kind of art style that looks not too out of the box as a cigar band. So it fits. It makes sense that JC Newman would do that, you know.
All right, got you. I'm gonna look it up.
Nice. I haven't had any Rojas yet.
And you're in
I get
Texas.
disappointed with
I know.
the street
I know,
tacos. But I love Rojas. The street tacos don't really do it for me though. But I haven't had that Cinco de Mayo. Everybody's saying that Cinco de Mayo is lit.
Well, I think that's what turned me off from them because my B&M up the street, DJ knows which one. They have a bunch of the street tacos, but like I think like I saw one of y'all's reviews where they just y'all didn't like them, and so they just haven't been on my radar. But I guess they have other ones that y'all have like because Michael, you did a review of one recently, didn't you?
He liked them, yeah.
The Cinco de
liked
Mayo
it.
made my list.
Oh,
Is it
okay.
his mid-year?
Yeah.
It was 5.
House blends are by Rojas too. If you wanted to try something of his that was a little
Oh,
cheaper
okay.
and not known, yeah, all their house blends are by Rojas.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
To be honest,
That's
I
cool.
think that depending upon the size that you smoke the blue bonnets, that one can go toe to toe with the street tacos. But the
I
blue
like
bonnets
blue
have been
bonnets.
around for a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bonnets, the statement, like the Rojas gets busy. It's just I wasn't
Yeah.
feeling like the barbacoa and the carnitas. You know, those are the only ones that I was like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Cinco de Mayo edition was definitely an elevation to the street tacos line as a whole for me. And then the blue bonnets and the statement, those seem to be like the overwhelming like top standard lines for the most part.
Okay. That's
so
good to know.
Yeah.
I'll check them out.
All right, I'll let Keelan answer this. I'll let him touch on this.
This is quite a comment.
All right. So I'm tracking so far. It's mid. Okay. 55, 56 are good. Yeah. Tracking.
Mhm.
I can give a damn about the strike force or whatever. I hope it's good. I hope you like it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Strike Force. I couldn't think of a worse name for a cigar than the Strike
It's like,
Force.
come
Like,
on.
Space
It's
Force.
like, what are you
Space
doing?
Force
is this
and
Desert
Force.
Storm? Like, what the fuck is this? What are we doing here?
Strike Force.
Strike Force.
From the Flavor Town with the Strike Force.
Wait, that reminds me. What was that game back in the day? The board game with kids that was like on TV. What was it?
Crossfire.
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 Yeah.
Crossfire.
Now with
Man, I
Strike
remember that
Force.
commercial. Damn.
Yeah.
That's
That commercial
I-
lives in here, man.
Yeah,
I got
that's
it.
three right there, bro.
I got it the first Christmas that
Yeah.
came out. Yeah, I had to
Nice,
have
nice.
it after that commercial.
Yeah.
Every kid, man. Yeah. Oh shit, that was a throwback.
You know what's funny, man? Like all the stuff from like the 80s and 90s, like all those super hype games and toys that came up were actually trash, man. I got the hovercraft. Y'all remember that hovercraft that like, oh, it goes on water and
Yes.
on land. That thing got it.
Yes.
I put it in the pool and that joint said, "Blue." Something like that. I was so pissed.
Yeah,
That's
why-
fucked
how
up, dude.
fast Can you pull a trigger? Like that's all that game was. Is you're just going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
no
the whole
strategy.
game.
No
The
strategy.
whole
Yeah,
game, yeah.
it's the
Awesome
equivalent of the equivalent of like a beat 'em up in board game form.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Might as well be Rock'em Sock'em Robots, man. Hungry Hippo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Now it's Strike Force.
You just pull the trigger a bunch.
Bro, I miss those commercials though, man. Like all those
They
commercials
were
back
good.
in the day, dude. That was the shit.
It was so
Like,
good.
Well,
Yeah.
you guys would know because you have kids. Like, is there just not anything like that anymore? Like, it hasn't like translated to modern day.
It
No,
doesn't. It does because
No.
It doesn't.
kids don't
No.
go outside. They don't go outside at all.
Yeah.
So everything now is just microtransactions. It's like how much money can you
Yes.
spend on
And
robots?
it's gambling as well. It's like every toy, you can't just buy the one you fucking want. It's
Yeah.
one of 15, and you have to keep buying them until you get the one you want.
Yeah.
So my daughter was into
terrible.
those LOL dolls.
Yes.
So like everything is like you got to buy these little tiny pieces of clothes to go with it, and it's just like, yo, what are y'all doing? And it's like everything's a prize. So like you don't know what you're gonna get.
Yep.
So now you got to buy. Maybe you'll get the one that you
Yeah.
want. And I'm like, yo, y'all not gonna hustle me out of my money.
No. Everything is gambling. It's all gambling. It sucks.
Yeah, they don't go outside, man. They don't get all of that. They don't like. I think the only thing they have now are Nerf guns. They don't have the same fun with the Nerf guns and the super soakers that we used to
Yeah.
have. Like that used to
Yeah.
be everything, dude.
Dude,
They don't go outside.
even the Legos
Dude.
suck nowadays. Like the Legos aren't as good. Like Legos were badass back in the day.
Legos are for adults now.
Yeah.
Hey,
True,
that's
yeah.
exactly what I was about to say, man.
Facts.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah.
That's true.
Mhm.
That's true.
'Cause I
Buy
love
$200
Legos.
set, you gotta buy a $200 build of the Death Star. Like, there you go.
Yeah.
So,
Do you guys
so my
remember
nephew-
Tantrum? Sorry, Keelan. Do you guys remember
No,
the
no.
Tantrum? The RC car where the front
Oh,
the
yeah.
front spun.
Oh,
the
yeah,
two
yeah,
front- The two front wheels
Yeah,
spun
yeah,
like
yeah.
a
Yes.
tornado.
Yeah.
That thing
Once
was
again,
so
that's
sick.
another toy. Once
every
you
year
get it,
they
you're
had to,
like,
one up the RC cars.
Yeah.
Like the RC cars were in a battle in the early 90s
Oh, yeah.
for like dominance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
It's
was like
really
where he
cool.
topped out at.
there was a really cool show on YouTube. It's called The Company Man, where he did a whole thing where he's talking about.
Yeah,
the
you
war
watch
between
Company?
Matchbox
You
and
watch
Hot-
Company Man
Come on,
too?
man.
Fuck
Come on,
yeah,
dude. I
bro!
love that shit, man.
That guy has great videos, very high quality content.
It's
Company
good
Man.
stuff. And he did a whole thing on the Matchbox versus Hot Wheels wars and how that whole thing went up and down with
Nice.
the cars going back and forth. That shit
Yeah.
was really good, bro.
That's cool.
I think
Yeah.
he also did a special. I think he also did an episode on why In-N-Out's so great as well, Keelan.
Uh-oh.
Nah, that must have bombed. I didn't see that at all.
That like automatically got blocked from your feed.
The
Like,
algorithm
I don't
knows
want
better.
that shit.
He clicked the do not recommend this button on the video.
Yeah. As soon as he saw it. Oh,
Oh.
shit.
Another random news: we're getting Five Guys in Japan. Have you guys seen that?
Okay.
Nice.
Okay,
Ah.
that's cool.
Yeah,
I
so we got Shake Shack.
hope the inflation doesn't translate to Japan
How
too.
much
Yeah.
is it gonna cost?
That's exactly what I said, bro.
It's gonna be a car payment for a burger.
It'd be like 100,000 yen just to get one burger.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So to get to Texas Southpaw's comment, yeah, that's pretty. And I would say the 50, 55, 56. I haven't had the 55. Greg over at Tip Top 71 still need to smoke it. The 56 I love. That's going to be one of my cigars of the year. I love that cigar. It's not just good; it's great, in my opinion.
He was tracking. I agree with everything that he said right there. I don't know about the Strike Force thing, but he's on the money right there. So,
Yeah, I'm not going to try the Strike Force. It just the name's just wait. It's just so dumb. I can't
Strike
do it.
Force.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes,
gonna get fired
that's
up
a
in
consensus.
my DM. Pretty much.
JD Alco, JD Aldaco. I always like in my head when I saw his name, I just always thought JD Alco. It's like it's no, Matt. It's not right. I just realized that line.
He coming for DJ with the shades though. He trying to take his
Yeah.
spot home.
Good point.
It's real talk though. They just out and about. You can just pop out of the woods one day, like Kendrick Lamar. They just pop out.
Nice, Peter.
Throwing himself under the bus right there. I love that self-deprecating humor.
I expected that from Torres.
Peter's good with it.
Nah,
Peter shoots a couple of the self-deprecating ones out there.
Which one are you smoking, Fred? Which one are you smoking, dude?
Yeah, I didn't see that.
I don't think. Did you mention? You didn't mention Fred? Let us know, and then we'll find out like a half hour from now.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. I'm hoping.
Sorry about the box.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Yeah. I don't think any of us have tried the charisma yet.
No,
I just saw the box of it. I just saw that he posted it the other day, and that's the only thing that I've seen so far.
same.
Oh.
I think Sanj said he's sending us some. I think he's sending them to you, Matt.
That's As soon
I
as they
hope
come
Sanj
in.
is good, man. I haven't seen him lately, man. He hasn't popped up. I hope he's good, man.
I think he's been on the live
Doing some
streams.
Yeah.
Okay,
Instagram.
cool. I'm asleep when he's doing the live, so I'm out cold.
Yeah.
Especially now that it's summer, like I'm out when he's sending those.
Yeah.
I'm not waking up at 6 a.m. taking kids to the bus now.
Fuck, Lawrence.
Help the bear.
I like the confidence, man.
I don't know if you guys know the rapper Mystical. So he did a rap verse. So he was doing a freestyle when he was like, if you see me in the woods fighting the bear, help the bear. And like, you got to watch that video. It's fucking hilarious. See, somebody else caught that it was Mystical too.
Okay.
Way to go, KG.
Damn, I haven't heard
It's
Mystical
hilarious.
name referenced in a minute. That's crazy.
Yeah, because anything that he's talking about now has to do with SA, and it's not good. So
That's why.
yeah.
I got some essays.
Like Mexican San Andres, SA,
No,
Call it
like
that.
essay.
or essay.
Yeah, SA.
Yeah. It's like P. Diddy.
Right.
Diddy.
Right, but even worse.
Sorry, Mike. Love you, Mike, but that's not going to be able to support that.
Not gonna be able to do it.
Nope.
Yeah.
24. So okay. I don't know if I've tried that one. Oh no, the 24. Yes, I have tried the 24. I was thinking like last year's. Dude, Sal. Okay, we have a legit question. Top 5 brands. Can you guys name your top 5 brands?
That's a good one right there.
That's a broad question.
Mm-hmm.
That is, yeah.
I think I can do it. I think I can do it.
I think I can do it.
Current brands, top 5 current.
Current brands right now.
All right, off the top, I'm gonna go with Dunbarton, Foundation, Crown Heads, Principal, Fuente.
Damn, it's a strong list, man.
That's
off
great.
top.
It's a strong list.
I'm thinking of my last one.
Cavalier for honorable mention.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Principal, Fuente, Crowned Heads. Shit, what was my other one? Come back to me. I lost it.
Okay. Selected Tobacco, Fuente, Lampert. Love Lampert.
That's on my list.
I'll say Dunbarton because I smoke so much of those friggin' bronze backs, especially lately. One more.
Oh, I was gonna say Sanj Patel.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. I love it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Sanjay stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man,
That's
Sanj.
5.
And then for me, the 5th one would probably be Foundation, but Lampert's up there for sure. So yeah.
And I
This is
love
like-
this cigar. I love the Flor de las Antillas 10th. This is one of my favorite cigars of all time. They're not on my list. Sorry, my father.
Yeah.
You gotta
think about the whole portfolio, bro.
Yeah, you gotta raise the water everywhere else in your portfolio.
This is like trying to pick my top 5 favorite rappers. Like this is just
right.
Too many good ones.
It might
man.
change next week, right?
Yeah, it doesn't make any damn sense. Like so right now, like Lampert for sure, Dunbar for sure, Sanja stuff for sure. Fuente hasn't really wowed me with anything new recently. So like on an all-time list, it would be there. But outside of the Casa Cuba stuff and some of like the esoteric things, I really haven't been wowed recently. So I'd have to include Principal because they've really wowed me recently, along with Lampert. And Lampert hasn't missed for me. Like there hasn't been a single miss. And then I think that it has to be Crowned Heads too to like round it out, just because between Foundation and Crowned Heads, I feel like Crowned Heads has missed less recently. Like there's been
missed.
Yeah, there's been some. But like that's the thing, right? I mean, it's probably comparable, right, between Foundation and Crowned Heads. Like it could be 1-1 at that point.
Crowned Heads has missed twice with me.
Liberator is one, and then the Maduro.
I like that one. I like that one.
Actually, you and me both, Michael.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only ones.
I thought I liked the Love Raider. It's just not worth $20.
Yeah, that's true. That's a fair assessment.
It was the CHC Series E.
I didn't like that one either, man.
Pepperball.
I didn't like that one either.
Yeah,
but they make up for it with a left rim though. You know what I mean? So they like, you know, 4 kicks. They you know,
for every bad cigar they have like 10 other great cigars.
That's why I put them on the list.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna have a miss in there somewhere. You know what I mean? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's rare with certain brands. But even like with Dumbarton, as much as I love Dumbarton, like the Wagashi is cool, but it's still like a miss for them, you know. So I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
It's not a bad cigar though. It's just not as good as you would hoped it to be.
There's levels to it. Same thing with Sanj. Yeah. Sanj hasn't really like the FFK. I wasn't in love with that cigar, but it was okay. But you still got the RS88 Cameroon. It's like you can't be mad. Like he got heat. That SB 1014 line, crazy.
Yeah.
So I mean, everybody's you're not gonna bat 1,000 always.
I think that if you do miss, but you have something that's truly exceptional, like with the Wagashi being just not as great, but the bronze bag being so good, it takes the attention like to a different perspective, right? You know, it's like the bronze bag is so undeniably good that the Wagashi we don't even care about. Yeah, it's a catalog.
I can't really think does anybody have a miss right now for Principal?
No. Well, I haven't smoked enough, but I mean, like the tiki line and the cocktail line, I don't think that Matt was particularly too impressed by, right?
No. I love the tiki. Fucking love the tiki.
Oh, you didn't like the recent Time to Burn. That's the one you didn't like, right?
The Maduro Time to Burn I wasn't impressed with. The
okay.
They had one. They had the 520. Is that what it's called? The almost Zimbabwean Puro. Wasn't a bad cigar, but I wouldn't go out of my way to smoke it again. It was just a very linear, very boring cigar. But yeah, I mean, there's been some that have just been not as compelling as others. Like that one, I know you love the is it Coach en Volant? Is that what it's called? The Aviator?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I had that cigar in like a Toro Extra. It was like a big fucking Toro. Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, the Aviator's interesting because that one's it's blended so differently per Vitola. Like he uses different filler depending on which one you get.
Right.
So that one's interesting. But DJ, what about you, man?
That I'm doing right now, probably JC Newman, CAO, Sinestro, Gran Habano. And I'll throw Sanj in there too. There was one more I was thinking of, but I couldn't pick it out.
JC Newman is money, dude. You like, Damn, yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
And dude,
Jason Newman's been killing it.
And Grand Habana, man, their stock's rising with me for sure.
Yeah, man.
That's a good call out too, for sure.
I'm glad we made that
Well
happen.
worth it.
They came on.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Shine that light.
Yeah. And those packages they sent in were freaking just top notch. Like the magazine, everything, top notch stuff.
One brand I want to like more. I like the idea of them, and I like some of the cigars, but Warped, I'm like just a little bit more execution throughout their portfolio. I think they'd be, but they're like, just some of them just aren't quite there, But I like the idea of a lot of stuff.
And they have so many limited releases too, like and that leaves more opportunity for there to be cigars you don't like because a lot of things are new that you're trying continuously.
Yeah,
that's true.
Oh man, what a beautiful cigar!
Yeah,
I'll tell you what,
question,
too.
Rusty.
One of them. This is the last thing I'll say on it. Sorry. But I haven't really tried this brand much, and they're one of the brands that I said I'm going to try more this year, so I got to get on it the back half of this year. But from everyone I've heard, man, they don't have a huge portfolio yet, but Patina I've heard just awesome things about in terms of they just don't miss. Like they
don't make a bad cigar.
Yeah.
They don't make a bad cigar. The Oro de Nicaragua, great cigar. $15, $15, great cigar.
Yeah,
really
I'm
good.
keeping my eye on them. They're newer, but like if they keep going the way they've been going, man, they could be up there someday.
Solid, man.
Yeah.
Got Sir Sal in the chat. What's up, dude?
What's up,
Hope your
Sal?
puppy's doing okay. Unpopular opinion. Texas with an unpopular opinion. Go figure.
That 20 wasn't bad. That 20 wasn't bad.
That 20 is a good cigar.
Pretty solid.
Nice.
Haven't had it, but I've heard good things. What are you gonna say, Keelan?
No, I was just saying it was pretty solid. I haven't had it in like, it's probably 4 or 5 years, but that 20 was good when I had it.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. That's cool, Southpaw. I'll check that out for sure. I know they're based out of Dallas and North Texas, so but I didn't know that, man. That's awesome. I'll look into that for sure.
Dope.
Rusty's list mirrors a lot of the choices that we've made, like a conglomeration.
Yeah, nice.
Except I don't think any of us picked Warped, but you mentioned Warped.
JC Newman is killing it right now, though. That is big facts.
Yeah, and JC Newman's like, for me, it's one of those brands where it's like if we're talking like all time, they would be in the conversation for me. The Diamond Crown across the board. I love the Diamond Crown Natural. That cigar doesn't get enough notoriety, in my opinion. Love that cigar. The number 4, 5.5 by 54, amazing cigar. The Cuesta Rays, Keelan, you like the Cuesta? Yeah, man. Fucking classic cigars have been around since like the 80s. Great smokes.
Hit. Consistent.
Cuesta last year, like
listen, the American,
the American,
the American. I know people love the Yagua. People love the Yagua too, and it's a good cigar.
I dig it, man. I dig it. Nah, DJ was on the money with that one. I'm like, my problem is I always kind of lump them in with Fuente, and I probably shouldn't do that. They and that's kind of my problem with it. But when you mention it's like, hell yeah, JC Newman is on some other shit.
I feel like, because I felt the same way you did, Keelan, and then I was thinking about it. I feel like they're less Fuente than like Ashton is. Like Ashton's like really Fuente,
right?
And then
right.
I feel like JC Newman, they've had a lot more kind of history. Obviously they're still Fuente, but like they're more separated. I feel like
I gotta take that mentality out.
All the Ashton line is Fuente. You're just trying a different variety of Fuente with Ashton. Also, but Ashton also owns Loma de Cuba and San Cristobal, which are my father. But everything branded Ashton is Fuente.
Yeah. Yep. Samoan Force.
Be a great name.
Am I missing something? Or is
All I can think of is DJ as
Samoan here.
the Samoan.
The thumbnell that we did a couple
Oh,
of weeks
yes.
back.
Yeah.
Yes, I was missing something.
Yeah. That was great. I think that's our all-time thumbnail.
I like that.
It's up there.
I don't know, man. This week's is pretty good too. This week's is pretty good too.
This live ain't getting no views after this.
Wow, fuck, man, that's harsh. Little bro, hope he didn't like deal with any long-term damage from that shit. Fuck, man.
Yeah, my parents took that shit away real quick.
Oh dang, dude. Dang.
My little brother and I used to go crazy.
That's
Talking
funny.
about, like, the fact that he even remembered that is dope, man. Because I totally
Yeah.
forgot about them. Oh man, how I made it out of the 80s is unreal, dude. Like the stuff that we had, like it was dangerous.
Hazardous, man, to your health.
Man, listen.
The Nerf guns too back then. They used to go full charge.
Some
can-
of
like, you-
Drew
if
State's
somebody
best.
What's that?
Yep.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah. I remember. I had a friend who just like out of nowhere shot a airsoft gun at me, at my face, and like hit me like right here, like
Ooh.
right underneath
Yeah.
my eyeball.
Oof.
Oh, that's
That was close. That was close.
centimeters away. I got a homeboy that still has a BB stuck in his ear.
Oh shit!
Dang. Dang.
Yeah, you can
Gnarly.
feel it like he got a BB like sitting in his ear, like it never came out. So,
Fuck.
Shit.
Okay,
I don't know how we made
Texas.
it out of the 80s, bro.
Hey man, smoke
Texas
what you like.
down for the factory.
Man, yeah, right.
Smoke what you like.
Smoke what you like, man. As long as y'all are enjoying it. No hate.
Are the breeder visas real in Japan? What does that mean?
Yes,
Those are real. Those are real.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes. It's
I
hard
like-
to explain. It's hard to explain, but basically, like there was a major bubble in Japan's economy.
They made some mixed
So
populations.
there's a whole generation of people who are out of work, and there's an age gap, and that happens within their workforce. And then the younger people, you know, just because of the economy, because of the way things were going in Japan, they were just like, we're not having kids. And so basically now they're basically trying to import people over to help increase the population in Japan. And they pay them like $75K to come over into Japan on a visa to help stimulate the economy in a sense.
Whoa!
So
Stimulate something.
I like
Yeah,
to use the
it's-
stimulate
yeah,
there.
A lot of stimulation going. So yeah.
Yeah, they
Wow.
had
And
one child.
there's a certain demographic of people that they're trying to get here more than others.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
it's a real
Some new
real
blood.
thing.
Some new blood, baby.
Right. Gonna be a lot of Rui Hachimuras running around in Japan.
That's funny.
So yes, it's real.
I don't know what Greg's referring to. We'll find out 45 minutes from now. I guess this is Texas Taurus 5.
Die line, and die line. So,
Texas knows the way. Yeah, I saw Mike talk about this. I'm like, dude, it's your first bronze back? Like you're really into cigars, Carpenter. What are you doing? You review cigars on the internet. It took you this long to have a bronze back? The fucking cigar's amazing.
at least he got it, man.
At least you got it. Fucking late to the party, but you got it.
I am too. Mine's dropping next week, or this upcoming week. But yeah, I'm late on that one too.
Just to smoke it though. Just to smoke it, man. Such a good cigar.
Yeah. Dude, those
In my
Umagogs
opinion-
are getting more expensive, man. I'm like, come on, Steve. Like, those, they're supposed to be budget cigars. Getting like $10 now.
$9 for a Busto MSRP. I mean, I think it's well worth it. The bronze back it's for a $9 cigar. I get $9+ of enjoyment out of it. Over $9 of enjoyment out of it. I prefer the bronze back. The original is really good, but that bronze back just takes it to another level for me.
Can't disagree.
Oh, here's
Okay.
Nice.
Dunbarton,
Placencia is
Lambert.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, Placencia's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, that's one for sure. It could be up there.
Atabey, like as much as I love Atabey, it's really two cigars. You know what I'm saying? And the money. Like, and did you put that under United? Because United is really hit and miss for me.
That's why I cheated. I cheated and said selected. I said selected.
Yeah, I had noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fit
Yeah.
both in there, baby.
Well played.
It's a good list, though.
Woof. I mean,
Yeah,
here's the
there's
thing. The Mil Diaz Maduro is new, and I haven't had a bad one. I haven't had one that blew me out of the water. That was like amazing, but I liked it. You know.
Yeah.
I will say that the Habano is really good. Man. Uh-oh.
The Mil Diaz Habano or the Cornetta Habano?
The Cornetta Habano
Okay.
is really good.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I have one on the way.
That Maduro, I was like, it's a light beer.
I'll take an Axum. I'll take a fucking Axum over that thing any day.
Wow. Wow.
Dude,
wow.
I couldn't smoke a cigar afterwards. My palate was bombed. It was just freaking scorched earth.
Wow. Dang.
Not good.
The first one I had, man, I was disappointed. I thought it was just like maybe it just needs time, maybe it needs to age or something like that. And I had the next one, and I was like, still ain't hit. So
yeah,
I finally, I might be late to this, but I finally found out why they had to change it to Axum. I guess it was trademark issues. So that's what I think. Tim from Cigars Daily came out with a video saying that's what happened with it. Or some guy from Foundation was on the show, and he said, yeah, it was trademark. Why they had to change it from the top up. So, which I figured it probably was to go through all of that rebranding, but wasn't
all
sure.
the money that it took for to get all the new printing plates, all the new bands in order, all that shit,
new boxes, all that, man.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got that new Wise, man. I haven't lit it up yet, man.
You got both Maduro and Corojo?
No. I only have the Corojo, I think.
I've heard that's the better one out of the two.
Okay. I'll try it. For whatever reason, I just haven't been hyped to light it up yet.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the Las Calaveras, the 2024 and the LE that they're coming out with.
I just saw that. That. He hasn't really missed with the Las Calaveras, so it should be money.
They're all good. Yeah, they're all at least good, you know. And it's my father. So they got a good thing going there.
Okay. Yeah.
Great cigar cell.
Yes.
Very unique too. Fruity.
Definitely co-sign that. You told me about that cigar, man. I was like, I gotta try it. I think you sent it out to me.
Yeah. Very good.
I gotta try more from Black Solar. I know he has some new ones. I've had a few.
I've had the Lolly Bella. That's what it's called. It's just salty. Just a salty ass cigar. That's what I remember about it. It wasn't offensive. It's just very salty.
I don't think I have that one.
For sure. You know what? Maybe for Michael, if you're doing like an all-time, maybe Tatuaje would be up there for Michael. Mm-hmm. All-time top 5, potentially.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, that's a hard one too. I'd have to really dissect that. But I think that recently, like the newer stuff outside of like the Monster lines hasn't been really exceptional. And then there's like also the nostalgia that comes from the Monster line and being able to recreate those.
And so far, they've done it beautifully. As
Yeah,
far
I
as
think
like
that the execution's been great.
yeah.
That is pretty impressive, though, to re-blend like that and to make it as good, or it's just pretty much in the same ballpark as the OG. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that it
Absolutely.
speaks to the all-time list even better, than it does just like the current status of what they're doing.
God, this is so good. This is so
What is that,
fucking
man?
good.
Is that
the 10th anniversary?
Still the 10th. This thing is so much. It's like smoking like straight up caramel, just like the entire way through. It hasn't changed up much, but I haven't been focusing on the cigar that much. But it's just caramel.
Nice,
It's
man.
so good.
All right, I'll try it again. Damn it, I'm gonna have to drop money at $40 on the thing again. Someday, at some point, I will. At some point. Yeah.
Sal, Peter was telling me
not
about
right
that
now.
cigar, man.
Not right now.
Sal smoked it. Sal smoked it a couple of nights ago on Unbanded, and Peter smoked it yesterday. They're saying it is right up there, if not better than the LE from last year, the Cameroon LE.
Nice. Okay.
I gotta try it because they're nudging me to try this cigar, man. I gotta try it. So because the Cameroon list right now is fire, and they're saying that it's up there with with the definition, it's up there with the Don Carlos and all that. So we're gonna see.
Whenever Sanj sends out the next pack, I have a few coming. The Cameroon Reserva coming my way. I'll throw a couple of them in there for you.
Sweet. Thanks.
So you can try it out.
Is that one Honduran? It's Honduran, right? Like it's Honduran.
It's a Honduran Puro. Whereas before the LE just had the wrapper. This is a Honduran Puro.
And it's that good, and it's a Honduran.
They're saying like per Sal and Peter, they're saying it's incredible.
I mean, I believe it because everyone was hyping the LE23. So apparently that Honduran soil just does something with that Cameroon seed. That's crazy.
I gotta try it again though, because that LE didn't hit for me, man. I gotta try it again.
Really, the LE? You didn't like the LE?
I don't know what it was because I only had it once, and I had that and the what was the Foundation Night Commander back to back. But I was on vacation. I was sitting outside in the cold, smoking it, and I just don't know if it was just the moment just didn't hit right, or if the cigar wasn't what it was. And I don't want to give it like like I really didn't like it because I only tried it that one time, and it didn't send me either way, like it was bad or if it was good. I was just like indifferent to it. So I gotta try it again.
Here's Kurt's.
Let's see, nice.
Cavalier, definitely. Yeah, Rojas.
Cavalier and Rojas, yeah.
I guess I gotta try Rojas, man. Y'all keep talking
Yeah,
about
dude.
too. So all right.
Solid, man.
People are saying the 10th anniversary is great.
Okay.
I know Jono's loved it.
Nice.
So.
Keelan, how's the you're doing the Cortez, right?
Yeah. One thing that I would say about it, the smoke texture and the smoke body on this thing was amazing the entire time. It was consistent. It wasn't a lot that I felt like stood out flavor wise, but it wasn't like bad at all. But the way this thing smoked was perfect. So yeah, I've enjoyed it this whole time.
Nice. What are you smoking again, DJ?
I was smoking the Don Carlos. I
That's
let
right.
it go out. I gotta bounce in a minute. I got a long day tomorrow.
Okay.
Right, that man.
Show, man.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Whenever you have to go, let us know. But it's been great to have you for as long as you've been here, man.
You came on, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It's cool that I was able to. I'm dealing with frogs yelling at me all night. I'm surprised these must have decent noise canceling because they're loud.
You can hear them, but it's not like it's taking over the feed.
It's not deafening here. It's not deafening for us. Yeah.
It sounds like ducks are quacking, but it's just a shit ton of frogs.
Yeah, I gotta try that 25th, man.
From what I've heard from people in the industry, they have told me the 25th is the same blend as an Andalusian Bull, just in a Churchill format.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
And if you look at the wrappers, they're very similar.
I'm down for that.
I got that thing.
It's
that
a
thing's
great
been
cigar.
sitting for at least a year for me. At least a year.
That I sent you one in the first bomb. I don't know if you have another one, but if it's the one that I sent you, you've had it for like a couple years.
Wow. Yeah. That's the one. And I've been looking at that thing, and I just time to light it. I'll light it up.
Well, and that's the thing with big cigars. It's like you really have to be committed. You have to be in the mood, you know. So they sit around for a long ass time because of that.
Big facts.
You know,
because I literally have a whole pack of nothing but those Churchills, and that 25th is sitting in there because I just don't go to them because they're so big. Yep. And if it smokes like the bull, it's gonna take forever to smoke that thing.
It's gonna smoke slow. Yeah, exactly.
True. That's 2 hours easy.
Yeah.
Great cigar, Kurt.
Here's Greg's the big old list. LFT is a good one up there.
Showing a lot of patina too.
Sure.
Speaking of which.
Yeah.
Hey,
I thought you liked that Solis. I thought that's what you had.
Yeah, courtesy of Peter, man. Peter sent this to me a while back, and that big bomb he sent me. So finally,
that and the knots, man. Their money. LFD gets busy, man. LFD needs to be on a few lists too, man. LFD gets busy too.
Yeah, because like people just think like the bowl and that's it, but they have a lot more. But also they have a very distinct profile as well, and some people just aren't huge on that distinctness.
Yeah.
I'll take it over Davidoff.
Yeah, at this point, with what Davidoff's doing right now, the quality of what they're doing isn't matching what they did 10 years ago. It's not. It sucks to say, it's just not, in my opinion.
It's almost like Eladio Diaz and Kellner knew what they were doing.
Yeah, right.
Go figure, right? Yeah.
Shocker. What is this? LRDC?
La Roma de Cuba Noblesse.
Yeah, Noblesse. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like essentially the most premium La Roma de Cuba there is. Which I've had Nobleces that have been amazing. I've had Nobleces that have been plugged, you know, my father kind of shit going on because it's made of my father. But yeah, it sounds like a lot of the ones that I've had where it's just like it's an okay cigar, but it's not a $25 cigar, which is what it's priced at.
The regular cheap La Roma de Cuba is like the only one to get.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of theirs, man. I don't like it. I had the like that greenish looking, mint green looking one. I don't like that one at all. I forgot the
Passion.
Name
The Passion.
Yeah, that was not for me, dude. It just
the
tasted like
it's good.
Is it?
The Connecticut is a solid Connecticut cigar in my opinion.
Okay.
And the Edición Especial, I like that one as well.
Okay.
Didn't like the Mi Amor. Didn't like the Mi Amor. The Mi Amor Reserva, the aged one that I had from like 6 years ago was freaking amazing. It was a great cigar.
Was it? Yeah. Okay.
You can't get it now.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that Passion was just like typical my father's, just like leather, earth, pepper. It was like
nothing special.
Cool. Like every other 90% of my father's.
Yeah, my whole entire set blew over just now.
Dang, dude.
Okay? Man? Yeah, no, I'm glad that I put everything on stop the camera and mute, man. That was close.
Cool. Now
had I been sitting down, man, the whole entire thing came down. It's like, holy shit, I got to reinforce this.
I'm gonna bounce, but y'all have a good night.
All right,
see you, man. Have a good night, DJ.
Take care,
dude.
Wowzers.
And the frogs are gone.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yup.
Yeah, I want to get too pumped on Macanudo. It's just, you know, we're biased. We're assholes. We're biased assholes. Don't listen to us, you know. You know, I don't think anyone here is too pumped on Macanudo. Maybe like back when they were made in Jamaica. But, you know, the current form of Macanudo, just, you know, just opinions. Okay, there's KG. KG likes them. They're decent. And here's Mike just straight up lying to people that he's not on Sokka's nuts.
About to smoke that bronze back though, right?
Mike going full on bandit right now. I see it.
Dude,
Hugo, what up?
Hugo, what's up, dude? Loved your live yesterday.
Good shit, man. Good shit.
Funny.
Hopefully he's still watching. Yes. My precious.
See what you did there.
Nice. I'm excited to get the Lost Calaveras. I just ordered mine. Thank you, Patreon.
Did you get the LE too? The 10th year, the 10 year, whatever?
I don't think I got that one. I just got this 2024.
Okay.
Yeah.
Claudio 70 has the heavy salt too. I know Peter sent me one, but I haven't tried it yet.
I kind of like that salt though, if it's blended right, especially when you get like if it has some chocolate in there and you get that salt, it tastes like a brownie. But if it's just all salt, it's kind of weird.
Yeah,
it can be a great accentuating flavor, salts like with a chocolate or like a salted caramel, salted butterscotch.
Right.
But if it's
salt
at the top, if it's salt at the top, then like fucking everything's way beneath. Send it back. Send it back to the chef, please.
I'm hearing some background noise from someone. Is anyone else getting that?
Yeah.
The crickets?
Yeah.
Crickets?
Okay. Crickets.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm gonna go kick the bucket. Let me go kick the bucket. See if I can get her shut up.
I don't know if that's it or not. Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't actually kick the bucket.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I need some more of.
It'll be funny if he does that and it stops though. That'll be it stops. That's funny that worked, dude. That's crazy.
Kick the bucket.
It's like what you do. You just went to go kick the bucket.
That worked.
It worked, dude. That's bananas.
I should like turn my light down too. I'm so fucking white. Jesus Christ, I'm so white. Holy fuck.
I'm Irish. I look red because it's freaking. I'm still in Texas. Oh my god, cherry up here.
Okay.
Rusty,
I've been. What was it?
Go ahead. Go ahead, Keelan.
No. You go. I wasn't saying anything important.
Rusty, you just got to go to the one website. We can't mention it, but there's one that has them all the time. It doesn't look very official, but that's the one.
Only thing you got to do is decide, should you smoke it or not. That's
there you go. There you go. I'll try both of them. Man.
What's that?
Oh, I was responding to Greg. I'll try both of those. What were we gonna say, Keelan?
No, I was gonna say I don't know what it is, man. I've been having sensitivity to nicotine lately. Like all cigars kind of make me feel kind of woozy.
Oh yeah.
Have you had anything to eat today yet?
Not a lot. I had like a banana and like a little snack bar, like a little protein bar. And that's really all I've had this morning.
Dude, gotta have some more yogurt, bro.
It's about that time.
It's more fucking yogurt.
It's been cool in the street, so I haven't had the yogurt as much lately.
Yogurt is not on the menu right now.
Right. Yeah, ain't no need.
That's going to be his next brand name, right?
Oh, you know it. Yeah, man. I saw somebody the other day post the vintage the other day, and I was like,
yeah. Tobacco, the nicotine hits me a little bit harder in the summer too. Like I just overall, the humidity and stuff just isn't.
Maybe that's what it is, dude, because it's so humid out here in Japan.
Yeah.
So, John, you might be onto something, man. That might have something to do with it.
Yeah, you gotta eat more humidity. stay hydrated. But yeah, it always hits me more in the summer, man. So that might be it.
Yeah.
I don't got a kiddie
And
pool
thank
with
you.
ice in it like DJ, but I got to get me one of those.
That for sure.
Shouts out on that
Thank
shit,
you.
y'all,
One
man.
more for the good guys. Yeah, dude. Great
Yeah, man.
cigar.
We here for you, man.
If you're not a psycho, you'll love that cigar.
I was like, Peter's in here. He's about to come up with something, so we'll see what he says. Yeah, that was a good cigar. It was good.
I liked it. It's big. You have to have the commitment of time for it, but it's a very good cigar. It's Saladio. I mean,
Was that the one that I gave you, Fred? I think I gave him one.
it's the giant body band with the pastel blue on it.
Mhm. Yeah, man.
I gotta
What
give a
up,
shout
Cigar
out
Nick?
while we up here too, to Black Label Trading Company, man, for sending out the Orthodox.
It's a good
Nice.
stick.
I haven't really had a lot of time to do any like shorts or anything like that, but this Orthodox is absolutely money.
Dude, so
just
good.
anybody that's out there, if you haven't tried it, try the Orthodox, try that La Madonna Negra, because they got busy with those. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Very good cigars for sure.
Keelan, if you're smoking that Orthodox, you better get some food in your stomach. That thing's
really, honestly, that's a good
a little
point.
bit stronger. Yeah.
I got some chocolate, dark chocolate Oreos in there, man. So that I use that to save the day. Oh,
The
the
sugar
Ashton.
will definitely help. Yeah, bomb. Really good. And I don't like Lanceros. That I love that Lancero. It's a freaking great cigar.
It's
What
just
is-
big enough to enjoy it, and then the flavor in that thing is money, man. That kind of raspberry tea thing going crazy.
Yeah,
What
it's
is
like
that
it's like
rank
a
for y'all?
that's a memorable. That's a phenomenal cigar, man. Like I would love to smoke more of those too.
I
that
was
like
saying, I
top-
think I was talking to Eno. I don't know if I put it top 3, but it's definitely high.
I mean, in
Definitely
Sandra's portfolio. Just to
Yeah,
clarify.
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
'Cause
Okay.
I'm thinking like, because you got the SB 1014 red and black, you got the RS 88 Cameroon, you got the RS 88 Connecticut, and
Yeah.
then like the Antra is up in that list of those that just stand out of Sandra's portfolio. It's really that good. And I was
I'll
talking to
smoke.
Eno.
Nice.
So I was gonna say like I'll smoke the Antra over the black. I love the
Okay.
red. The red's just the red and RS88 Connecticut are top 2 for me. I love those cigars.
Mm-hmm.
But sorry, Keelan, you're talking to Eno.
Yeah, no, I was just saying I was on Big Guilty's podcast, and I was saying to him, we were talking about the Antra, and you know how not a lot of people are really into the Lanceros. I think that Lancero is a really good size for a Lancero, and it smokes really well. But I would love for him to reblend and do that in like in a Robusto. I wonder how that thing would smoke in a Robusto. I think it would be outstanding. And I was trying to put a bug in his ear. I don't know if San should be able to do that. But that blend, if you rework it later down the line and do it in a Robusto, that thing would be probably his best.
Dude,
Nice.
bomb. And it's funny because like 43 is like the lowest you can go to still be qualified as like a Lancero, categorized as a Lancero. Because if you go to 44, you got to call it a Lonsdale at that point, or
Right,
like
right.
you would think, like conventionally, you would think it would be a Lonsdale.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta say, the entire time I was smoking that thing, I wasn't complaining about it being a Lancero. I was like, this thing is money. And that raspberry tea note is crazy. Nothing else is like it. So it's really legit, dude. If you get a
Nice.
chance, John, you should try it.
Yeah, I have it lined up for my next. It's the next review I'm shooting. So it'll be coming out here in a couple of weeks.
Have you
Excited to see it,
smoked
bro.
it as a Megar? Have you smoked it as a Megar yet?
I haven't, man. Not yet.
Okay.
Yep.
Looking forward to your take, man.
I'm excited to try it.
I
I thought the bull was a Corojo.
the Bull's Ecuadorian Corojo.
I thought it
Mhm.
was. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Corojo. I feel like a dick just straight up saying that, but like I love that cigar.
You're a dick. You're a dick, but it's okay.
I am a dick. I'm a dick. I'm a dick.
Trying to get my dog to stop eating toads.
Go ahead and say
Did
it.
I have the? I don't know if I had the 24. Did I have the 24? I don't know if
I
I
don't
had
think
the
it was
24.
I didn't
wasn't
grab it, and it
24.
was here too, which is funny. I think that they have them on
Yeah.
discount at my local B&M. I'll have to pick up a couple.
Those stars and stripes and that football, I never would have smoked that without Matt. Like I never would have. Like I would have just straight up been like whatever. I was shocked at how good that thing was, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, the stars and stripes, like with the obviously the way it looks, the Mysterio shape, the Perfecto shape, and then the stars on. You're like, this is gimmicky as fuck, dude.
I never would have touched it because of the gimmick.
Yeah, same thing with the football. Even more so with the football. It's football shaped, has a football on it. Like a lot of people overlook it because it looks stupid. But it's looks stupid, smokes smart. You know, it smokes like a really good LFD, and those will age. Like all of them will age very well.
Matt, I think you sent me a 22 edition from one of your first bombs. I still got it. I was waiting to pull it out for this football season coming up, but dude, it smells like a football. It smells like leather.
Pigskin.
Yeah.
Gosh,
got some age on it though, John. I think that thing's gonna be good, man. So when the Cowboys win the championship, I'll pull that bad boy out, man.
Yeah, I was about to light it up when we went all in the offseason and re-signed our long snapper as our big move. You know, that was huge, bro. I almost lit it up right then and there. So that'll be good.
Hold up, Peter's over the turkey. I think Peter's becoming a Connecticut fan, man. I'm starting to see this. I'm seeing the evolution right now.
Adding Cubans, man. He's like,
he's out of Cubans.
Bro, if he doesn't like the Terre Blanche on the third try, then I just
can't help him. It's just the PPS just took over at that point. You know, there's nothing you can do.
But like Peter is a great example of like somebody who got into the hobby, right? And he was like completely open to absorbing all of the brands that were out there. Chose some really, really high quality brands, right? Got and established his palette very well. Liked a lot of really heavy, really dark, really bold expressions. And then came around on all of like the Cuban, Connecticut, lighter stuff thereafter, you know, which is interesting when you really think about
coming into the fold, man.
Honestly, that's how a lot of people do it. Like it just over a longer span of time. Peter, I think Peter's been smoking for a while, probably not as long as we have, but probably for like 5 to 10 years, I'm guessing. But people, I notice when they first get into the hobby, they dive into the heavy stuff. They want the stuff that'll punch you in the face, you know, the My Fathers, the LFDs, the heavy LFDs, you know, just because it's like, it's a cigar, it's manly, you want the biggest, most powerful, like, whatever. But like over time, if you stick with the hobby and you become more of a connoisseur of it, you'll realize there's more nuance. The best cigars have nuance and balance. And that you'll see people go forward to like the full spectrum and then kind of tame it back to like medium plus. Medium plus is my favorite. I can love and get down on a mild cigar if there's enough flavor there. But if it's for me, like you get the best of both worlds with medium plus for my palate.
I wonder if maybe when we got into it 20 years ago or whatnot, there just wasn't as many like really bold, because Nicaragua was still just like coming into the fold. And I think that maybe it was why our journey was more short story into the heavier stuff, you know, and a short story, linear, a lichen, adjacent, whatever you want to call it, to that.
Yeah. And we didn't have as much selection. We didn't have nearly as much variety.
And I think over time your palate has to evolve anyway. Your palate is going to evolve. Like if you're smoking like that, you know, the heavier brands, or if you're smoking only medium, you know, at the start, at some point in time, your palate's got to like, I need something different. I need a change. And that's when like, you know, you smoke a Queen's Pearl or a Antano Connecticut. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, this is different.
Right.
And then you kind of go out and start searching for other things. It's like everybody has to evolve over time. You can't smoke the same thing forever. It's just impossible.
Dude, even for me, I came back to the hobby. You know, I say came back, I always smoked, but I came really back to it, you know, like 3 or 4 years ago. And the Flor de las Antillas is a great example of how, like, even coming back to it, I get so much more out of the Flor de las Antillas now, the nuance of it, now that I've been smoking a lot more for the last 3 or 4 years. You know, it's like I got all kinds of stuff out of that thing, man. Whereas before I didn't, you know, even though I've been smoking, I wasn't really consistent, but that cigar lit up my palate, you know, years later. So
you can pick out the nuance now.
You got so many people like doing reviews and people, you know, watching different reviews, and you got, you know, somebody that you're looking, you know, towards to kind of give you a guide on where to go, and they're introducing so many different cigars, and you're trying a whole bunch of different stuff. Somewhere something's going to click for you that you weren't experimenting with before, and that's just kind of the beauty of where we are right now as far as like there's a cigar culture. There's so many different, you know, personalities, so many different palates saying, hey, try this, go over here to Cavalier, you know, now try Principal, you know, oh, now you had a Martinique, you're probably looking at cigars completely different than when you were smoking just CAO or, you know, just Davidoff.
For sure, man, for sure.
DJ is a lot like that too, you know, because DJ was another one that started off with like the really, really bold, heavy stuff, and then kind of got into it.
It's kind of interesting to see like DJ's palette kind of evolve over time as well too. Because if you go back to, you know, the early stuff that DJ was smoking, and to see like the cigars that he's like champion now, just with his top 5 list, it just shows you like how much he's evolved over time. It's pretty interesting to see it.
Yeah. Yep. He just commented he's going to change the thumbnail later.
Do it. Go for it. I give DJ props though, because I remember like early on watching his channel, talking about how 660 is his favorite size. He still is stuck with that. 660 is still DJ's favorite size. So I give him props for that. He's stuck to his guns. And also there's better 660s out there now than ever.
100%.
At the same time.
Yeah. Thanks, Greg. Appreciate it, man.
My guy.
I don't know about y'all too, but as I've smoked longer, some cigars I've noticed, if I take lighter draws, like I take lighter draws and puffs through the retrohead stuff, sometimes I get more nuance drawing lighter than I do heavier draws with certain cigars. Like for me, the Angel Shares is a lot that way. Like if I take a lighter draw of it and I just really take my time, I get a lot more nuance out of it. Some cigars I get more, you know, like with a heavier draw. So I've even learned a little bit of that, not to get too much like Sanj, where he's like puff it out your right or your left side of your mouth, whatever.
Make sure you put it right here.
Yeah, I'm not saying that, you know, but like for me, like I've sometimes depending on the cigar, how much you draw makes a difference for me too. So I don't know if that.
Dude, I must have been fucking vacuum hosing, sucking down that Angel Share, because that thing was not.
I was thinking too. That's what I was thinking too.
Was not that good.
Dude, I was thinking the exact same thing.
Matt, I was thinking about doing
user error.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying from my experience, but I was thinking about doing a Redux video of like, I was going to put a clip of you hating on it, and then I was going to like do a video of me having like a mental breakdown, and then like questioning everything.
See, dude, I don't think I hated it. I don't think I hated on it though. It just wasn't.
I was though. No. I was hating on it. I was like, but the more you talk about it, I was like, I got to go back and try this cigar again. Because last time I had it, I was in Okinawa, and I was just like, this ain't it.
It just might not. It's just different palates, you know. Too. It just could totally do that, you know. Obviously, you all have great palates, so I'm not saying.
I've only had it once, so I got to try it again.
Yeah.
The no guest shows are all of our favorite shows.
Yeah.
It's like it's our favorite shows as hosts. It's the viewers' favorite shows because we can look at your comments, because we're not, we don't have a brand owner on to talk about their brand, so we're not focusing solely on them. It's the most fun for everybody. And if it were up to me, this is all we would be doing.
You get us though. That's the best part of it, Matt, because this is what we do when we like behind the scenes. Like, this is the same way we talk, the same way we're talking like for everybody. So I think it just makes it feel more natural. So I get it.
Yeah, it is. It's more natural. It's because when we have a guest on, we have to feel like we're on. Like we are actual hosts, you know, and I hate that. And I not to like talk, you know, smack on anybody who's been on the show. It's been great to have them on. It's been, you know, some guests like Marvin, you freaking Jeremy McDonald. Like there's been some guests that have been like down to earth, just talking, freaking Jamon talking to friends. Like it's just like from the get go. Yeah. Yeah. But
and that's what I want.
I agree.
I want to say, like, you know, and just for those who are watching, because there's a lot of people watching in the background that never say anything. And it's people that, you know, are potential guests that want to come on. We got people that want to come on the show. Be yourselves. Like, don't feel like it's got to be business. We want y'all to come up here. We want to talk about your brand. We want to talk about, you know, what is coming out. But we also want you to shoot the shit with us the same way that we do. We just chop it up. Just be yourselves, man. We want to have fun on the show. Yeah. And I feel like sometimes people come on the show and they get kind of uptight, like it's got to be all business. It ain't got to be like that.
Yeah, this ain't business. This ain't fucking business. Like we're not getting paid. The most anything like that'll happen is we get free cigars, which is great. But it's like, you know, we want the people, we want the person on the show. Like, yes, we'll talk about our brand. Yes, we'll do that fiduciary stuff, the reason, like, you know, driving factor for you to be on the show in the first place. But we want to get to know you. We want to get to know the people behind the brand.
Yeah, you can come on and be like Sanj and just call us fuckface for the whole show. We all right with that.
Japan boy.
Yeah,
Cocksuckers.
Japan boy.
Cocksuckers.
Yeah.
Oh, he had it. Skinny's had the charisma. Sin is good. I'm excited to try that one, man. The way Sanj was hyping that thing up when he first talked about it, the first time we had him on the show.
Yep. Same. Nice, it's like sugarcane.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. So you like the Todos Los Dias.
My man. Yeah, see, that cigar is so good, man. So I was just on Fred's show, and you know, we were just kind of going over just the balance that Saka's putting into some of his cigars, and some of his cigars are kind of like in that medium to full, but they smoke so smooth you don't realize they're stronger than what they actually are. And that Todos Los Dias is definitely that, man. It's so many good flavors in that cigar, dude.
Okay, cool. They're updating the Sanj site soon. Nice. Should I smoke this site?
I will say this.
It's good.
And it's not to be mean, about fucking time. And we've said this to Sanj too. This is about fucking time. Yeah. Because those cigars deserve a lot better. As far as presentation and being able to get them out there to the masses, it deserves better. So that's what's up. That's good news.
It's serviceable. It does the trick for the time being, but if there's any site up there that I would wish would get an upgrade for usability, for you know, just to meet the quality of the cigars that you put out, it's, you know, it's that one, and I'm glad they're doing it. It deserves it. Like Keelan said,
it's like putting a nice band on your cigar. It doesn't make the cigar, but the presentation draws you in. So
I mean, dude, it's
a perfect analogy.
In a real practical sense, and I'm not trying to throw shade, you know, but like I've had one or two people say like, "Oh, I saw that, but I wasn't sure if I should order from that website or not."
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You know, so
sending me right now.
Yeah, so that's good.
Hypothetically.
Yeah.
Just step into the 2020s, man. It's time to move it up a little bit.
Oh, yeah, bro, that is for sure treasure hunt. You are in the sticks in East Texas, dude, for sure.
Treasure hunt.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice definition, baby.
Let's go.
I haven't had that one, man. I want to try it. That sounds phenomenal. I love a chocolate bomb, dude. I love a really good chocolate bomb.
Yeah. Might have to line that up as the next definition that I review. I got one in the Humi.
Nice.
Light it up, man.
I haven't had that silver yet,
1014 silver. Yeah, I had one silver. I loved it. Fucking loved it. Can't wait.
Got to give it a Sanj, man. Putting out consistent cigars like that, man. You just proud of any brand that's just putting out consistency like that. Good stuff, man.
Work with Eladio and work with frickin' Chico. You're gonna get good shit. He's the right person working with the right people.
And go grab the next cigar. Be right back.
Show, man.
Look at this thing, man. This thing is money, man. Shouts out to
Yeah, dude.
Black Label Trading Company, man. This thing is money, dog.
Yeah,
money.
their construction's always really good.
It's such a unique cigar too, man. Like I know I ride that thing, man, too much, but it just was like pleasantly surprising, man. It was so good.
Was it like grape or plum? Yeah, cherry. Yeah. It was cherry. I was like, I remember a fruitiness about that cigar. That's like a dark Maduro cigar with fruit. Like you don't get that often. It is something other than chocolate, you know?
Yep. And I've had 2 cigars with great draw, great smoke texture. Like, and this thing is smoking like a gem. Both of these cigars that I've had, the 149 Cortez and the Orthodox today, have been beautifully, just smoking really well. Like, that's just a good experience. That's what you want out of your cigars.
Make sure you get your
no fuss, no muss. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need it. Please need it.
Those are 2 stronger cigars.
Peter's becoming a full grown boy.
He's a big boy now.
He's a big boy.
He could give me shit in the DMs, I know.
Rusty, you got to go with the Gordo, man. Terra Blanche and Gordo, 6x54. They call it a Gordo, but it's just a 6x54 Toro. I haven't had the Lancero, but I love the Gordo. The Robusto's okay. It's not great, but I liked it. But the Gordo's where you need to be with that blind. Yeah, got to it. Got to it, DJ. Wow. Wow. I like the Connecticut.
That's controversy for the sake of controversy, man. That's all that is.
I like the Connecticut. Dude, the Knuckle Sandwich Connecticut is a very good Connecticut. It's a very citrus forward, like, more fuller body Connecticut. I'd say it's more like medium plus, maybe teetering towards medium full. It's a very, very good Connecticut cigar. I enjoyed it a lot.
You like it better than the Terry Blanche?
Fuck no. That's fucking horseshit. That's horseshit, Pete.
Come on, Danny.
It's horseshit, bro. I love Pete, but that's horseshit. Yeah, dude. Preach, baby.
Love that cigar.
The CT. Yeah. And it's cheap. It's maybe like $9 to $10, $11 for the Toro.
Just got to give love to JDN in general, man. It's like to be an affordable brand, they make some really good cigars, man. And that CT is probably the top of the top, but that Antonio is money,
That fucking Cinco de Cinco is the bottom of the bottom, though, dude. It's like that.
I was so disappointed in that damn thing, man.
Yeah. I don't want to. I saw another one today when I was looking for cigars to smoke tonight. I was like, ugh, I'm not gonna smoke that again. It's gross.
Toss
that shit out of
here.
Give
but
away.
It's like, how do you do that after that run that they have with the Antonio, with the Uno, the Dos, the Cinco, the Cuatro Cinco? Like, they were on a run, dude. They were on a run to Connecticut, and then they put out that Cinco de Cinco. It's like, what? How?
Well, it's like, all right, let's put out a Mexican San Andres over Nicaraguan binder and filler. It's like everybody's doing that, and let's put out one that sucks on top of that. Sorry, it's like no, like that's just a money grab. It's a pretty band. It's a beautiful presentation.
No, that's good. That's the thing, though, because it looks like the other ones. You think it's going to fit in there with the decades, and you think it's going to fit in there with all the other ones, and then it's just like it was such a hard left turn. That was like, dude, how do you mess that up?
Mike, what we got, bro?
So
what we got?
We're kicking it old school
right
now, bro. Fine.
Let's go,
baby.
I haven't had it yet.
Let's go.
I know Keelan not too impressed with the Casa Mags.
I wanted it to be so good, man, and it had to be just the luck of the draw, and I just drew snake eyes each time, man. I don't understand what happened. I don't understand what happened. I don't
Thing is
understand.
ancient.
Dude, I look forward to. Let me know, Mike, what cigar that reminds you of. Like
Okay.
once you're into it.
Mike, this your
What's
first
up,
time lighting
man?
these up?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Not ever though,
Okay,
right?
wait.
Not ever though, right? You've had it before, just not.
Yeah,
It's been a while
yeah.
since you. Yeah, not these
So
age
when-
ones.
Yeah, so when Tap and Ash opened up downtown, the owner was a big Casa Magna fan, and I had the Colorado Claro, the current one there one day just to revisit it, and it was great. And well, it was good, you know. And I had it originally, you know, so many years ago. But these ancient ones that San sent us, I haven't had the chance to do it because I was doing the middle of the year list,
Yeah.
finishing up the reviews that I wanted, and that I had slated for that before. And then everything got incredibly hot out here, like 115 to 117 the last 10 days. So this is the first cigar that I've had since last week. The first two cigars that I've had since last week, minus like one time going to a lounge.
What's the temperature there right now at 9 p.m.?
It's 89 degrees right now because of the thunderstorms and the rain. But had it not have stormed, it would still be 100 degrees or 101, something like that. Like our
At
last
9
live stream
p.m.
was 100, 101.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
Well, thank gosh for rain. Thank goodness for that.
I hope that goes better than what I had, man. It's for me, it would have been one thing, you know, if you light up one and it was plugged, but to have three of them that were like that, and like I couldn't get any of the expressions at all. I really couldn't enjoy the cigar. Two of them I put out like more than like just barely halfway through, just because I couldn't smoke it, couldn't enjoy it.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's such a big cigar too. Why spend the time on it if you're not enjoying it?
It was impossible. It wasn't like it was one of those things where it's just like, oh, I just don't like it, or it was a little bit plugged up. It was like I couldn't draw out of them, and you know they were getting hot and getting all squishy. It was not enjoyable at all, man. It was just tough, and it happened 3 times. So I was like, I felt like LeBron James. Like maybe it's me, maybe it's something I'm doing.
Yes. Okay. Oh, for sure. Yeah, preach, Texas. Texas Taurus knows. Terra Blanche is awesome.
Terra Blanche.
We all know.
Terra Blanche.
Smart man, Rusty. All right, I'm gonna go use a little boys' room. Be right back.
Go ahead and down that short. Jesus.
Oh, yeah, Michael. I like.
So go for it.
I was gonna say I liked that Casa Magna. I felt like it definitely got like some sweetness, but I just didn't. I'm not a huge fan of that Vitola for the Casa Magna. I just feel like the filler leaf kind of overpowers the wrapper on that one. Like I really remember liking the. And you know me, I say this all the time, but I'm more of a smaller ring gauge guy. So, but yeah, I still really like the aged ones he sent out, but it's not my favorite Vitola.
Okay, that's fair.
Well, you're getting 2 more. So,
hey man, I still love them. I'm still down with them. Also for me, you know this, it's like nostalgia for me, man. Like, dude, that when those things came out, I really liked them back in the day. Not the new ones though.
So what is the difference with the newer Casa Magna?
I think it's just one of those things where the harvest, the crop just isn't this is different. Yeah, and so for me, like flavor wise, they're just a lot earthier. It's like at least for my palate, just more on the earthy side. Whereas the original ones, I felt like had a little bit more sweetness, creaminess to them. They're always earthy, but there was just more balance in the original than the newer ones for me. So I don't think
that's a brand in general that I got to try a lot more. Like I saw Casa Magna like during that time when I was getting back into cigars, and they were getting hyped. They were all in, cigar aficionado and the whole nine. And I just never really smoked cigars. So now it's time for me to kind of go through and see what that portfolio is like. I got a few. Michael sent me one that I got to try out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll dabble in it a little bit more.
Well, and back then, one of the cool things about them were they were $5. It was like $5 and change. And so that was one of the big draws. Did they deserve Cigar of the Year back then? I don't think so. But one of the reasons they were so popular back then was they were so affordable, even for back then standards. It's like they were like $5.60, $5.75, but it was a great smoke. So I don't know if they're that affordable anymore, but.
And the one that won Cigar of the Year in 2008, that was the Robusto of this, right?
I think so. I'll have to go back and look, but I believe so.
And that would make more sense too with the size of the cigar. That Vitola would probably smoke a lot better. Like,
yeah, I can totally see that. What you were saying about, there just being such an overwhelming amount coming from something other than the wrapper, possibly.
Yeah. Yep. For sure.
Ooh, I'm gonna need that chocolate, Jack.
That Orthodox, man, that thing hits.
It does, dude. It does.
Smoking beautifully, but it's hitting.
Yeah, man. Those things will get you. Those will get you. For sure.
What do y'all think as far as with Cigar Aficionado now? You know how much power that that number one cigar, the top 10, and all that had on cigars. Do you think that guard is changing at this point? Do you think people are still putting as much power into how that is going to affect the cigar market and affecting the smokers, the consumers at this point? Do you think that's kind of changing, or still kind of?
I mean, I'm not trying to act like I'm an expert on this, but I think for the mainstream, they still have staying power, dude. For the mainstream, I think most people who smoke every now and then or are kind of in the hobby, it'll still have a lot of staying power. I think for people who are really into the hobby, they're really into the culture, I think they lost credibility years ago. But I think on top of that, you're seeing a lot better cigar media out there, like on YouTube and things like that. So I think there's an undercurrent of change, but I don't know if for the mainstream much has changed, because I still think they just have so much staying power for the average person going into a shop and or looking online and seeing it. But what are y'all's thoughts?
I agree with your sentiments. I think that until the generation prior to ours kind of passes on, that until
kicks the bucket.
Yeah, until they kick the bucket. I think that our generation will be like the first one to really utilize the web data the most. But there's also going to be a certain percentage of ours too that has that tie-in as well to aficionado, as well as like the online platform. So it'll be interesting to see. But I think that we're still several years away from things changing drastically.
Do you think they have the ability to pivot to be more of an online and a more virtual presence than just the magazine thing, though?
Maybe if they hired some younger people who are involved with more more digestible forms of media for 2024, and gave them very, very nice salaries. I think yes, they could succeed in the future. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nod, nod.
I think though,
and to that point, I was sorry, John, but that point, I was wondering, are they like? Is it one of those things that they're resisting? Like, no, we still have this. This is our lane, and they're resisting. Like, we don't need to go that route. We got all these guys that are doing, online magazines now. We got these guys doing YouTube and all this kind of stuff. We don't need to go there. Let them deal with that. Do you think they're resistant?
I think there's blockers. I think there's a couple blockers right now because a lot of brands expect a certain thing, allegedly. Because I think if they wanted to change, there would be a period where they're going to piss some brands off, in my opinion. And I'm talking out of my ass. I don't know. I could be completely wrong, but I think they'd have a period of time where they're going to piss off some stalwart brands if they decided to pivot. I also think they still have that like quote unquote sex appeal, putting up Mark Wahlberg and all, there's celebrities. And so there's a certain incentive for them to stay the same because, they get the biggest names on their magazine and stuff and the brands and all that. So I think it's possible they could pivot, but I see those two things as major blockers to them wanting to change because that's a big deal for them,
They, in my opinion, they could be losing a little bit of momentum with the growth of media like ours, but it's not a big enough percentage to really affect their bottom line currently. Could that change in the future? For sure. I mean, and it's trending that way. But it's not affecting them to the point to where it's messing with their ability to be successful within the parameters they want to be successful at. You know what I'm saying?
But I look at it, instead of just having it's good to have an article that you can read, right? But if you're gonna have Steph Curry, or if you're gonna have like a Cam Newton or somebody like that on your magazine cover, wouldn't it be just as good to do an interview, like they did with Michael Jordan that time? You know what I'm saying? To have like a real full interview with these same people talking about these cigars and then doing your, top 25 list online instead of just having it in the magazine. Like, to me, I would think that would be the logical move. But
yeah, I think at some point it will be. I think right now, though, their main target audience is mainstream. And I think they're okay with that. I think, and I think too, there's still kind of a negative perception on the online reviewers too, from the brands, like
there's also and I know that we haven't really delved into this a lot, but like with Shanken, right? He's got more than just aficionado. There's Wine Spectator, there's Whiskey Advocate, there's CBD stuff. I mean, he is a multimedia magnet when it comes
to I didn't realize he was Whiskey Advocate.
Yeah. So,
wow.
I mean, even Big Smoke is presented in partnership with Whiskey Advocate.
Okay, wow.
So, when you see where everything tracks, right, on the back end, it's involvement in the liquor industry, its involvement in the cigar industry. There's a lot of stuff, right, that he can flex on. So, it's just, I don't think that it's really a big deal because of the fact that the cigars are probably, cigar aficionado as a whole is probably such a small percentage of the overall pie for that company.
Damn, good point.
Do you all see Half Wheel as kind of a bridge, like in terms of bringing some level of credibility to online media? Because I feel like they're kind of the aficionado of like the online, I feel like they're kind of an in-between almost.
Because I know I'm giving Half Wheel a lot more clicks, just because it just seems more of a modern spin on what they were doing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I will go to them first. So.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. It's an interesting conversation, though. Definitely. I am curious to see, in the next 10 years, what Aficionado's doing and what Half Wheel's doing for that regard, too.
They're not going to go to print, I'll tell you that much.
No, yeah, for sure.
You need to get that on a shirt, John. Suck less, taste more.
Sometimes. Makes no sense, though. I know. I get it. It makes no damn sense.
Okay. Yeah, John, you love this cigar.
Dude, I'm so glad someone commented that, man. Yeah, I say this in probably every Osgood video. They're hit or miss for me, but like, I loved that damn Connecticut, man. It reminded me a lot of the Antonio. So some differences, nice. But it was damn good, man. I was very impressed with that Versat for sure. It's a great Connecticut, and it's more medium from my experience at least. So.
And you had the Robusto, right? The one from MCP.
Yeah, I had the Robusto. Yep.
Okay. No guess is nice, so I don't make Sokka mad. Yeah, you set the tone. You set the tone, Texas, bastard.
That whole show changed up immediately, man. But hey, I can't imagine the show without you being there, man. So it's all good.
Oh,
No, we want you there for sure.
Oh, definitely. Nice, man. I'm excited.
It's a good review right there. For
I don't
Christmas in
think
the last
Sokka's
24
hurting at
hours.
all. And Sokka popped up on my live that I did the other day, man. So he can't be too mad. He's still out there
Nice.
still checking us out. So that's mad cool, man.
That's
Showed up
sick,
with
dude.
no extra to Sokka. So he's
That's
around.
cool.
He's still around. He ain't offended.
That's cool.
That charisma is making his rounds, man.
It was great to have when you had George of Grand Hibano, even one of your guys like, I forgot about your brand while he's on the show. Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean,
And I got to give it to Mike, man, for standing up for us too, man. So
sure.
I got nothing but respect for
Yeah.
that now.
yeah, he gained a lot of respect from me for that, for sure.
Big shouts out to Mike for that.
Yeah, for sure, man.
And I'm not
Yeah, man.
I'm not saying his last name either. He told us like 4 times on that show, and I still can't get it. So.
Dude, even if it wasn't about us, I just like to see the fact he was himself. Like he told us he's a straight shooter, and he was a straight shooter in that moment because he could have easily had not said anything. So for me, it's not even about the fact he defended us. It's just more the fact I saw his character in that moment of just
Yeah.
So
Consistent.
Yeah.
Fuck it, dude, Fred. I love the Istanbul. Did anybody else? You guys have smoked the
I've had
Istanbul,
it.
right?
I've had
Yes.
it.
yeah, bro. And I will say, the second time I had it, I had the same face as that emoji. I will say.
The
I don't know if
It's a unique cigar, man.
I don't know if it's a
unique
quality.
cigar.
I don't know if it's a quality control thing because I liked it the first time, but that second time, man, was not good. So
Roger
Were
has
they different
some issues with it
sizes?
too, right?
same size, bro. Same size.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know Jonos didn't like it. Pete hated it.
I didn't hate it. It blew up on me though. That's one thing about it. But it was a unique cigar.
I like it, man. I loved
didn't
it.
dislike it. I do want
Yeah.
to. I want to smoke it again. I want to try it again, and just to give it another shot, just to see what I really think about it. But I can't say I wasn't enjoying it but by the time I got to the last third of it, that thing was just turning into sawdust. I mean, it was completely just disintegrating. So,
Yeah, the wrapper
That was an
is
experience.
brittle.
It's
The
super
wrapper is
brittle.
brittle.
the
But
Casa
that
Magna.
wrapper also.
Oh, sorry,
No, go do your thing.
dude. The Casa Magna is like a cross between the Sixto Plasencia and the Terry Blanche in flavor. Like
Interesting.
It's got like this buttercream going on, but then it also has like the Colorado Claro notes.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting.
What do
Those are-
you think so far?
I like it. Those are the first 2 cigars that it reminds me of.
It is
don't know if that's
Plasencia
like-
tobacco, so it is
Ah.
Plasencia. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. That was another
It's,
hitting point of it. It was Plasencia tobacco for $5 and change back in the day. So that
Right.
was another.
It's a Nicaraguan Corojo Puro.
Yeah. I mean,
And
I
it's
guess-
for me, that cigar reminded me a lot of the red, the SP Red.
oh, okay.
And
yeah.
the SP Red is a Dominican Corojo Puro.
I mean,
And
I
they're
was gonna-
both blended by Chico.
Makes sense. And I was gonna say too, you could even throw in the bowl at certain points in times here. It doesn't have that like really heavy body to it like the bowl, but there's definitely an essence through the Corojo of that. But yeah, the Plasencia, I guess the Plasencia Sixto makes a lot of sense to me now. Why I got
Yeah.
that. But
It's a fat Plasencia.
yeah, Sanj had these next to the SP 1014 Reds.
Wouldn't be surprised, man. Wouldn't be surprised.
They were just cross pollinating.
Aw. Lawrence, bro. stepping on my heart, man.
I think it's a QC
Losing
thing,
some-
man. I think it's a
Losing
QC.
some of your magic.
Fucking Fred.
That
Gave him epilepsy.
Epilepsy.
I've never heard that before for a cigar. That's good.
Funny.
That's good. Damn.
Sounds like he rated it a great clip.
Yeah, the customer service, Rob does a fucking phenomenal job, and he's one dude, and he's like doing all the customer service stuff. He does a bang up job.
It's a lot of work, especially with the growth of SB 1014 right now. They got to be growing exponentially. So it's a lot of work.
Yeah. So Jonathan.
So I searched some website traffic on Cigar Aficionado. I'm going to read you guys their top pages right now.
Okay.
Top 25.
All right.
Shapes, sizes, and colors. Top 25 2023. Best cigars of 2022. And just the standard site. So that makes up 40% of their traffic. Is the best of. Right? Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
There you have it.
Yeah. Epilepsy.
Hey, go ahead and make that a short, Fred.
Yeah. Oh shit. Dude, yeah, man. I will never kill a cricket. There's a cricket in my fucking bed last night. There's a cricket in my bed last night. I got a tissue, picked it up, threw it outside. It's probably the fucking cricket that's in the bucket right now.
No, bro. That thing's dead.
Kill the shit out of it.
I can't. Jiminy, man. Jiminy. I can't do it to Jiminy. I can't do it to him.
You're the same way, Keelan.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't kill anything, man. I send it. My wife thinks I'm nuts, man. But it could be a big ass spider, everything. I send it back outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't do it. I respect it though.
Except for roach. The roaches here in Japan are they're like this big.
Oh no.
And they're black.
No.
And they fly.
Nope.
Ooh, they
gotta
fly.
die.
No, thank you.
They fly. Yo, they're serious, bro. They're massive. And if you guys could see it's like a rainforest out here. Like it's crazy. The centipedes, the roaches, the spiders, it's crazy. The stuff that pops up in your house, it's nuts, man.
I couldn't live there, man. Because y'all got some weird ass bugs out there, dude.
They're weird as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
It's weird.
They're like anime bugs.
It's not a joke, man. I've never seen a lot of these species. Even the hornets are massive. You know what I mean? It's just like.
All right. Well, would you kill one of those, Keelan?
Nope.
Really? Oh, I respect it, man. Really? I could not do that. I got one of those electrified tennis rackets. I charge that bitch up, dude. It starts smoking. And bam. That'll do it.
And it's a good point, Texas Southpaw. It's a damn good point. There's a reason. There's reasons why you don't see a score lower than 88 typically in Cigar Aficionado. Maybe like 85 will be the lowest they'll go. But you need to have diversity in your ratings. Because if everything's the same, if everything's good, who cares? Who cares about what you think? If everything's good, nobody's going to give a shit. People need to know what's bad so they know what to avoid, and what's fucking great so they know what to go out there and buy. Like, it's just if everything's good, there's no point to anything.
They're like the opposite of Half Wheel.
Yeah.
Half Wheel doesn't do anything above 89. Everything's
Dude, if you get a 90 from Half Wheel, yo, you got like gold flakes in your cigars or something. It's crazy.
Well, okay, so let me ask all this then. On that note, then, how does Half Wheel then maintain such good relationships with the brands when they,
maybe
not? Yeah, I don't know actually. I don't know, because I guess they buy pretty much all their sticks. So
And like Half Wheel, like I dig those guys, but it's like the most surly magazine in the world.
Yeah.
Reviews they are pissed all the time.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Michael just did one. The mid-year review.
I think that maybe he's meaning like the highest scores in the publications we should review.
Oh, no,
But maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah, Lawrence, let us
Okay.
know what you mean, man. Yeah, like dig into that. Or maybe all time. I don't know.
But I mean, for the most part, like the stuff that hits 1, 2, 3, we try to always, pop in and see what it's about.
When I was reviewing, I would have done things like that too, because that's a cool idea. But you got to be able to get all of those cigars that somebody is rating like really high. You got to be able to get your hands on them. You got to be able to smoke them. You got to have them available for the review. And that was just really hard for me to do. That would have worked well with the buyer's guide and worked well with the top 10 list. That would have been an excellent show to do. It's just hard to really, to get all of those cigars and to be able to have them on hand so that you can smoke them. And it was just difficult for me to keep up with everything that's going out there. The amount of money that you got to put into buying those cigars and being able, like, I can't just go to a brick and mortar and just say, oh, I'm gonna scoop these up today. It's impossible. But I definitely see the idea. It would have worked.
Oh, like all of Matt's top cigars.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I
That's
mean,
like
that'd be a good idea for like a dedicated list just for like shits and giggles. But if you want to see all the unparalleled, if you didn't already know, just go to the playlist tab on my main page. All the cigars are categorized by a quality score. So like all the unparalleleds are on a list. All the memorables are on a list. Like they're all on different playlists on my page. But
maybe
if you did that though. Yeah, like if you did that, if you ranked all of yours and like you put them into one show, dude, you would probably get like 20K views on one episode. And I'm not even saying that just to gas you. Like, it would go crazy.
Yeah, 5K. Maybe 5K.
I'd watch it. I'd watch it.
If my top 10, like the top 10 I got for websites right now, I think that thing is at like 17K.
Nice.
That's, you know what I'm saying? So like if you did something like that, and if you put like all of your unparallels and you just did it like a ranking of those, it would be 20 plus K. And I'm not saying that just to gas you, like dead serious. Like
I think it'd be dope.
Speaking of gassing, look at this. Check this out.
Yeah, Pete had time tonight.
Pete just went incognito.
He did a CEO baller move. When CEO baller's gonna pop up in the chat?
Yeah. Oh fuck. Well, we're in our last hour right now. Should we start talking about the movies and stuff? Should we maybe share the link? Should we maybe share the link to some people to see if they want to hop on? See if they want to do some like cross pollination right now. See if they want to, hang out.
Well, I think Peter left, so he's not here anymore. So
Yeah, Peter left.
Yeah, trying to blame it on Felipe.
Yeah, trying to blame it on Felipe down there. Look at that.
I'm down for whatever, man.
I'm gonna share the link to some peeps.
Do it, man.
I don't use Cigar Journal. I use a spreadsheet. I try to keep up.
Does he mean like the actual magazine though? The online magazine?
Yeah.
What's Cigar Journal?
Oh, okay.
Cigar Journal.
I've heard, Michael, you may know more than I do, but I heard that they have like a panel and like they do it very, very legitimately. And also I think they do it blind as well.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, things have probably changed over the years since the last time that I kind of tapped in. But I remember back in the day, they were crowdsourcing reviewers too. And they would send out review kits and different things like that. Because I did it for a couple of months. At least I believe that was Cigar Journal when they were first getting going.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I've heard good things about them. I've never looked at one of their magazines, but from what I've heard, they do it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on like how long you've let him rest for. I would at least a couple of weeks, you know, to say like if you get a cigar in and it wasn't that great, I'd say give it like buy 2 cigars for the one that you smoke more soon, and then have another one to rest for a couple weeks to come back to it. That would be my rule of thumb.
Yeah.
Matt, what did you light up?
Dude.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
It's so good. John,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, bro. It's so John.
I'm gonna send him.
This is fucking amazing. Dude. This is so good. I love this cigar. And it's smoking better than it was when it came out, because the peppers kind of calmed down a little bit.
Nice.
It's so freaking good.
Yeah, dude. I love that cigar, man. They did a really outstanding job.
Doing those back to back last year. That was fun.
What's a cigar in y'all's minds that is closest to that?
To what?
The face.
The face?
3. Yeah.
Honestly, the Loma de Cerdo, the pork tenderloin, that's pretty close. It's the newest one uses MSA as well, just like this one.
Some of the Oliva V Milanios, you know, they can get into that because they got the Sumatran going on, like, you know.
Okay.
Get in there with the Tatuaje.
Yeah, good rule of thumb there. Is he grabbing chocolate or something?
I think I think the Orthodox got him in the jacket, man. Got him locked up in the straight jacket.
Yeah, that one, you know, I have a pretty high nicotine tolerance, but I could definitely like feel that one.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, all right, this has got some strength to it. So him smoking the 149 and that, I was like, that's.
Yeah, when I finished up that review, you might even be able to see it on my face right at the end, but I was like, woof, I got to go inside. I got to get something to eat. I remember that one hit me.
Yeah, I packed a punch.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, you weren't too pumped on the 149 Cortez. You weren't too pumped on it, dude.
You know, it was, first off, it was 102 degrees when I filmed that review. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt. But also, I smoked the one on the live with all the guys, right? And it was a decent cigar. It just wasn't Toast Across America Cortez to me. Chocolate Oreos, dark chocolate Oreos.
There you go, man. Saving the day.
Get you some electrolytes.
Ooh, let's go, baby. Let's go.
I just realized I don't have any small cigars, and I don't have any like Connecticut's right now. Like I don't have anything that's light. I was trying to grab something lighter than what I just had.
Yeah.
This is the light cigar. That's a good choice. I don't have any Connecticut's. I don't have any. Only Connecticut's I had were the Sanj cigars, and they were all like long. And I was like, we only got an hour to go.
Yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm. No, it ain't that bad. I'm not quite there yet, but.
So what media have you guys been consuming the last couple of weeks?
A lot, actually. The Bear was really good. I don't know if you guys saw The Bear.
I just started
on the last episode.
The ending of that was pretty interesting when you get to it.
Okay.
But like, I know Michael probably saw it on Facebook. But I was saying, like, is this show better than The Wire? The Wire is my all-time favorite TV show ever, hands down. And I was putting the Bear up there because it's such a well-written show, and the way they develop the characters in that. And it might be everybody was saying that it was my bias because I was a cook, because I was a butcher. I worked in the food industry for so many years.
Sure.
That I have a bias to that perspective of what it's like. But that's the first show that really showed what it's really like to work in the kitchen. Because every time you see people talking about like these kitchen shows and all that, like everybody screaming at each other, And it got to be some Gordon Ramsay type chef that's like making everything difficult, people sabotaging each other. And it's not really like that. Like you really develop like a core, you develop like a family of these people that you work with. And this is the first show to actually develop every single character. Everybody got their own personality. Everybody, like, you know, you see the stress of working in the kitchen, but it's not like everything is all doom and gloom. And I'm glad they finally made a show that's like, this is what it's really like when you see your people, you working in this kitchen, you working in this hot kitchen, you working for hours on end. You don't get holidays, you don't get any of that stuff, but you also got people that's losing family members or they're struggling at home. They don't have any money. And it's not everybody's just like, oh, fuck this dude. You know what I mean? It's not everybody doing coke. It's a real kitchen. That's really what it's like to work in that environment. You still deal with your family. You still deal with, you know, all the financial issues. You still get the feel of what the city is like. I just thought it's just a well-made show. It's not The Wire, but it's close.
Nice. Nice.
I also enjoyed from season 2 to season 3, they really delved into how you get inspired to create recipes and dishes.
Right.
Having the pastry chef travel to another country and get inspired, showing Carm's background in working at the French Laundry, and for all of these, you know, very well-known chefs whom a lot of people just, I feel like, write off, especially being that, you know, I'm in Vegas. We have a lot of these chefs that open up restaurants, whether it's Guy Fieri, there's CEO Ballers, nice. Whether it's Guy Fieri,
Sure.
Gordon Ramsay, or actual, like, you know, big names, Spago, Hugo, friggin' Joe Robuchon, like, you know, the actual people that are in this show, right? And showing how he wrote journals and notes and had all the different books from the different chefs and how they went through their process of being creative and how that influence then gets taken by the pastry chef and other chefs, and even Sid, like going to different restaurants and meeting with, trying different dishes, you know, and then being inspired that way. Because for me, on the bar side, right, in mixology, that's what we did. We went to each other's bars and we talked to each other about cocktails.
Right.
We did competition, you know, like they nailed that so well that for me, it took me right back to 10, 15 years ago when I was doing that and going to Portland and trying out, like, hey, they got this sick rum bar down there in Portland. All right, cool. And then they have this roasted goat neck salad down the street. Go try that. All right, cool. You know, like talking to a local person and they put you onto something. That to me was like so well executed in a show.
The way they did the writing in that same concept, Michael, and they're showing the bear and how he was like, how all the stuff that he went through with the previous kitchens and how he was influenced by all these different chefs, and then showing that he kind of got stuck in certain ways that he didn't evolve a little bit. And Sid was inspired by him. Now she's moving past him as a chef. And now that she can see where he's kind of like, he's kind of stuck in his own head and he's kind of stuck in what the previous chefs did to him. To show the mental turmoil that the chef put on him that was being so hard on him, dealing with that narcissistic personality, the way they weaved that and wrote those little details in the previous shows, and then it will come to light maybe 3 or 4 shows down the line. It's just brilliant writing, dude.
Yep.
You don't get that so much.
Yep.
Like all of that stuff matters. All of that stuff comes into play because, like, when I was a cook, when I was coming out of culinary school, that was a big thing for us to do. It was like to be able to get into somebody's kitchen, to be able to stage and learn from somebody else, and then take that and, you know, put it into your own things. When we had to make our own dishes, the art of just being a creative. It's the same thing with us with being reviewers. We learn from each other, and everybody like taking bits and pieces and putting it into their shows and the tier list, or, you know, just, you know, doing, you know, gifts or whatever we were adding into our show. We learn from everybody else. Doing the thumbnails, all of that stuff matters, and they put that into a show and made it feel real. It's impressive, man.
No, agreed. From
Never seen it.
From I have not seen.
I haven't seen it either. I haven't even heard of it.
What's it on, Lawrence? What platform? And there's text. I feel bad like putting up these comments because it like fucking takes you guys out of it. You guys are just like Wilsoning super hard right now. Yeah. There you go. Got you guys back.
Did anybody see Quiet Place? Did y'all watch that movie yet?
Dude,
Not
I went
yet.
to go to the theater. And
Yeah.
watch it with my wife last week. It was good. It was good. You know, it didn't blow me away, but it was a good movie. It was entertaining.
I gotta admit, Lupita did a great job with that. There were certain things that was kind of weird without giving away the plot if people haven't seen it. But one cool thing, the pizza restaurant that she was trying to get to, Patsy's, that's what that block was where my wife lived when she was in New York.
Ah,
So
that's
literally
cool.
her apartment was right above that. So we went to Patsy's like all the time. It's just kind of cool to see something like that in a movie that you're watching. You see a neighborhood that you know, a place that you lived at one point in time.
Sure.
And the crazy part is that pizza ain't that good. It's just like one of those historical spots in New York. It's
okay.
like, you know.
Yeah, because like the entire time I was like, why the fuck, dude? The thing's gonna be like a fucking disaster zone. Like, what does it matter if you go back to that place? It's a principle, though. It's a principle.
Yeah. That would be like, yo, if those death angels landed in LA, and then you just like your last thing was try to go get in and out. What are you doing?
Dude, fuck in and out. At that point, fuck in and out. I'm like staying inside. I'm cooking like whatever I have here. I'm cooking rice, whatever the fuck is I have in stock, you know. Sorry, in and out. I don't need.
I gotta go get a double. I'm gonna risk my life to go get a double.
Yo, man,
Nah.
look, if the Uber Eats if they don't make it, it wasn't meant to be. Like, I'm sorry, but I got an extra 20. Like,
Can you imagine somebody trying to pull up in an Uber Eats like they on a bike or something, trying to be quiet and deliver you? Yo, that is crazy. Yeah.
Dude, yeah. Fuck that. Midnight Mass. Huh.
Yeah, that was actually really good. If you guys haven't seen Midnight Mass, that was pretty damn good. That was pretty good. It was like a vampire story.
Okay.
Based on like this cat. How do you describe the show? Like there was a vampire that was living in this small town. Damn, it's kind of hard. It's one of those you got to see it. I can't really like give it away without explain the story without giving it away. But it was a whole lot of religious undertones in it. It was really good. That was on Netflix, right? I think Pan can explain. I think it was on Netflix.
Okay. Yeah, I just finished watching Dark Matter on Apple TV. Very good series. I enjoyed it a lot.
What's it about?
Fuck, it's hard to explain. It's like a science fiction thriller slash like mind fuck kind of like Inception kind of deal.
Yeah.
This guy figures out a way to go into alternate dimensions. I guess it's like a more, remember Sliders from the 90s with Chris O'Connell? You don't remember Sliders?
I remember.
Dude.
I never watched it.
So these guys would like go into portals and like go into different dimensions, and like an episode would be like about them trying to get home, but they would always just be going to like in these crazy dimensions and these crazy worlds. It's essentially about like this guy, he got like kidnapped and like essentially kidnapped and like taken to a different dimension, and like it was himself from a different reality, different dimension, like taking his life. Because he made certain decisions. He made certain decisions in his life that he regretted. So he wanted to go to another one where he made certain decisions that he didn't regret. So he like stole his life. And it's about the one guy who was kidnapped trying to get back to his home. And it's just a crazy, if you like Philip K. Dick, kind of like that dystopian, futuristic, kind of fucked up kind of stuff going on, you'll like Dark Matter. It's a very good show. It's a very good show.
Like a Stargate or something like that from the early 90s too?
Not that nerdy. But, I mean, Sliders is fucking nerdy too, but it's more like simplified, like you go into a different world, it's very interesting. It's based off of a book apparently that I had no idea about, but it's very good.
Stargate was mesmerizing, man, when you were a kid. Watching all the portals open up and everything. That was so cool. CGI was like, you rewatch that now, you're like, man, CGI was so bad.
It's just so awful. Got BJ needing some humidor help.
Probably your cigars that did that, man. You know, you add cigars into a humid environment, they have humidity.
And they're releasing at the time, so it's gonna spike for a minute, man. But it should settle down.
You leave the door open.
It depends on where you're at. Depends on where you're at too, what the climate's like where you're at.
Yeah, leave the door open for a little bit. Try to get it to dry out, get below 70 or, you know, just a little bit lower, and then you can close it, see how it acclimates and how it stabilizes.
Yeah, also too, DJ, sometimes if in those electric humidors, there's a drain in the back, that there's like a hole back there. Sometimes I've had to cover mine up with like duct tape. So check to see if there's like a little bit of a hole, like a drain hole in the back of the humidor and cover that, see if that helps too. And if I use Boveda, so if check your humidity system to like what you're using.
Dude, Jonathan going after Keelan's heart right here.
Can you imagine risking your life to get in and out, yo? That's crazy, man.
And he touched on what Michael said. You know, it's cigars that they'll do that.
Yeah.
All right, Star Wars nerds. Any of y'all watching The Acolyte?
I can't, man.
So
I'm so over Disney. I'm over Disney.
It is like the worst thing Disney has put out.
I've heard.
Star Wars.
Really?
It is. It is terrible, man. The writing is so bad. Like I was talking, you know, giving all this praise to how great the writing is on The Bear, and then I try to watch The Acolyte because I've been watching The Boys, Acolyte,
The Boys
and
so
The Bear.
good.
The Boys, once again, brilliant writing. The Bear, brilliant writing. Then you get to The Acolyte, and you're like, yo, what is this Mickey Mouse ass shit, dude? It's so bad. Like nobody has. Like none of the characters have any depth at all. And then one minute they'll be like, oh man, I want to be a good guy. And then in the next scene, they'll just be like, oh, fuck all Jedi. Everybody's horrible. It's like you were just trying to turn yourself into the Jedi just a minute ago. You wanted to give up and say, I want to be a good guy now. Like, what are you doing? And then they got this weird romance thing in there. Like the Sith Lord is just jumping into a pool, butt ass naked. And he had just kidnapped the girl. And now she's falling in love with him. It's like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, it makes no sense at all. It's the worst thing I've seen from Star Wars in ages.
I just saw the scene with the lesbian witches impregnating, and I was just like, what are we doing? Like,
wait, Star Wars lesbian witches. All right, I'm in.
Dude, no, it's not the lesbian witches you thinking right now.
Oh, okay, it's a different one.
It's not what you think. You know how you get like those weird, like, you know, uber feminists, like, oh, I hate men type thing, and then they're like, you know, doing yoga, and they're doing these weird rituals and like screaming in the pillows and shit like that.
They're yelling in the middle of the forest and stuff, and
that's really what it was like. They did a whole scene. They were literally yelling in the forest like that. You know, power of many, and it was just like, what am I watching right now? Like, I've never seen a show this bad. Like, if you love Star Wars, like everybody that loves Star Wars want to stab their eyes out watching this thing. It's horrible.
Taking noodles and slamming them on concrete, just to get out the angst.
And then the Jedi are trying to kidnap this. So there's these two twins that were created by the lesbian witches, and they were made with the power of the Force somehow.
Oh wow!
So like
you really tried. You really tried.
I really tried. I watched
really
like there's one more show left. I really tried to watch this shit. So there's one Jedi that was literally creeping around in the woods, and he saw the girls playing, and he saw that they had Force powers, and all of a sudden he was like, I want her to be my Padawan. I have to train her. And dude risked his whole life going against the Jedi Order to say, I got to get this girl. So they basically go into the Witches' Covenant trying to, like, you know, entice them into letting these girls come and train with them to be Jedis. Why? What are you doing? You see this girl for 20 minutes sitting in the forest, and now all of a sudden she has to be your Padawan. It's the craziest, weirdest thing I've ever seen, yo.
Grooming. That's what they were doing.
It's creepy. And the girl that did it, that wrote the show and produced the show, was Harvey Weinstein's assistant.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Wow.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That explains
That's
a
trippy.
lot.
That's trippy.
Just Disney doing it full circle, man.
Oh, dude, it's so bizarre. Yeah.
That's
I
crazy
like
thing
the
about
one-
Hollywood.
I like the one with Rosario Dawson. I like that one. I enjoyed
Ahsoka
it.
was decent. It wasn't the best, but it was decent.
The space whales. The space whales are pretty fucking stupid, but I liked everything else.
You think that's stupid? These people were walking in the woods, they were trying to find a Wookiee like that, with a Jedi Wookiee. They were like trying to find him, and they stop in the woods and they touch something that was on a tree, and come to find out it was like a big centipede that was on the tree, and they get attacked by this thing, and like the thing just jumps off the tree. They hit it one time with a lightsaber. I'm like, oh my god, that was the action in the whole episode. That was that one creature was the action for this whole episode.
Dude,
the next episode, they go find a Sith Lord. Wait, it gets better. They find the Sith Lord. They couldn't beat him, so what they did was they put a light on him to call these bugs off of the tree, and the bugs came and took him away. That's how they got rid of the Sith Lord.
That's so bad, dude. That's so bad.
Writing this shit?
That's
dude,
so bad.
give me the next season of Mando, please. Like, or dude, I like the Book of Boba Fett. That was fucking really. I know some people shat on it, but I love the Book of Boba Fett. I thought that was really good.
I was cool with the Book of Boba Fett until these guys hopped on the Vespas on the scooters, and they started riding around on the scooters in the middle of the show.
That's pretty cheesy.
That's
pretty cheesy.
What in the world is going on right now?
What did y'all think of Obi-Wan?
It was great. I loved it. I loved the fight with Vader. I ate it up. I love that shit.
So I didn't like it until the final Vader fight was cool. The final Vader fight, that was badass. The rest of the show I did not like. Like the 3 bounty hunters getting outrun by the 6-year-old, like in the woods, and I just like, and dude, Obi-Wan. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Obi-Wan was kind of a wreck. Like, I get it, but I don't know, man.
Like, dude,
they're milking everything they could get from that galaxy.
I've never seen a company try to piss off their fan base so much. Like, deliberately try to just piss everybody off. And that's at this point they're trolling. If you like the original Star Wars, and then you try to watch Boba Fett, you try to watch Obi-Wan, and this acolyte shit, it's terrible. Yeah. It's so bad.
Mando, I like Mando, but
Mando and Andor were brilliant. They were great. I love Mando and Andor. They were fantastic.
I didn't finish Andor. I should finish that. Finish
Andor. Andor
I heard it gets way better at the end.
It's a slow burn. But it's a good thing because
stop watching it.
They're actually taking the time to develop the characters, and like everybody has a purpose, so it means stuff, and it has like real stakes in it. This shit with the acolyte, man, with the dude kidnaps the girl, takes her to a remote island. She wakes up in the middle of the night, in the middle of the day, and she sees him walking towards a lake. He takes off his clothes, gets into the lake. She gets his lightsaber. And he's just like, how does it feel to hold my lightsaber? And then he gets out of the water. Can I get dressed now? And he gets dressed in front of her. And then she finally like attacks him. And then they like face to face like they're gonna kiss. So like, what was the point of that? Why is he just? None of it makes sense. Just me explaining it to y'all doesn't even make sense. Like, what is the purpose of this? And that's the whole show.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah,
it's awful. Dude.
And it's like you're saying all this stuff, like like you're giving away plot points, you're giving away spoilers. Like, I'd go for it. I'm never gonna watch it. I'm never gonna watch that shit.
Ever.
Yeah.
I just the only thing I watched was
supposed to be a mystery. It's supposed to be a mystery, right? So the whole thing. So I haven't given away any of the mystery of the show.
Give it away.
No sense. Once you find out what, I can't do it. I can't. I'm not a spoiler type guy. I didn't give away like all the twists and turns that they had in it. But even when you you get to the penultimate episode, normally on a TV show, the penultimate episode is supposed to be like where all the action happens, and you're just waiting to see how they're gonna resolve it. I wanted to kick my TV over when I got to figure out when they showed what the mystery was. it was like, yo, I just wasted like 2 or 3 hours of my life because the episodes are only like 30 minutes long. What the fuck are you gonna do in the show? A mystery in 30 minutes? I would rather watch Scooby-Doo than watch this bullshit.
Hey, nothing on Scooby Doo.
I like Scooby-Doo.
But you know what Scooby-Doo, you know what's gonna happen every time. You know, like you can tell who the
They're
villain
gonna
is gonna
find
be.
the.
They're
They're
take
gonna
off the
find
mask.
the.
Yeah.
It's harder
Yeah.
to figure out what was happening on Scooby-Doo than it was with this show. Like I literally guessed everything that was happening. I'm like, this is horrible.
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo and Johnny Quest, man. Love it.
Dude, I used to love Johnny Quest.
Love Johnny Quest.
Yeah, man. I
Ice Pirates.
I've never seen Ice Pirates.
I've not seen Ice Pirates. I rewatched Shogun. That was worth rewatching, and I'll rewatch it again, man. That dang show is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta check that
Corey
out.
Holden.
I knew when I was saying whole, someone was going to say something. It had to be Taurus.
Well done, Tori.
Leave it to Texas.
I can't even say whole, you know.
He said,
Oh,
oh.
damn. Well, I'm
Yeah,
glad that
Pat-
you.
Pandaverse is okay. There's been
It's
better
alright.
ones.
I didn't
Just
see it.
yeah.
Haven't seen it.
The Ozempic one was just okay too.
Oh, I know everybody was hype about that whole thing, so it wasn't really good. That
No,
South
yeah,
Park
no,
was
actually, yeah. When thinking about it, I was actually thinking about the Ozempic one. That one was just whatever. There's
Pandaverse
like
was
maybe
good.
like 3 chuckles. There's like 3 chuckles in the whole thing.
Yeah, Ozempic was kind of like, eh. They could have went. They could have went.
As
hard.
South Park finally jumped the shark, is it at that point where it's just like,
I think they still got it in them because they've been doing it for like 30 years and like they've gone through like ebbs and flows of like so-so to great, so-so to great. So I think they still have some stuff in them. Some gas in the tank. So we've heard.
I can't even put into words how bad that show is, man. It is
Dude,
terrible.
I wish Star Wars, and they'll never do this. And actually, if they did, I don't trust Disney to do it well. But I wish they would do Knights of the Old Republic.
This is supposed to be like a lead up to that. This is supposed to be like 300 years before, like, you know, the events in the original Star Wars trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
And they were trying to go back to show like the flaws of the Jedi when they were just kind of getting started and they were finally growing. If they do the Knights of Old Republic right now, it would be the worst show ever, John. Like Disney can't do it. They need to sell off Star Wars and give it to somebody else, man.
Yeah.
But, you know, and it was 180 million an episode, and the shit looks like it was filmed on a soundstage.
Holy
It's
crap,
terrible.
dude.
For a
Whoa.
30-minute episode?
This is
Holy shit.
it's
Dude.
Full
bad.
movie. It's a full movie budget.
What a waste of fucking money, dude. Oh my god.
I'm like, where's this money going? Like, what are y'all doing on it? They got to be making like Epstein Island with this money. Like, they got to be doing something crazy.
They're making an Epstein. They're making an Epstein Death Star, bro.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Dude. That would be the most devilish place on the planet. Or yes, off planet. Okay. Yeah, dude. It's a big ass cigar, man. It's a big fucking cigar.
That is a big cigar.
Never seen Fight Club. Never seen Fight
What?
Club.
What, bro?
Really?
I'm not a movie
How is
guy.
that possible?
I
Come
don't
on,
watch
bro.
movies.
Come on.
All right, that's your assignment.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Gotta watch
Guys.
Fight Club,
Guys, you guys said that Godzilla -1 was amazing like 2 months ago or a month ago, whatever. I still haven't watched it. I'm not a movie guy.
bro. Dude, the black and white version is coming to Netflix. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
That movie's so
Cannot
good.
wait.
Have y'all seen the,
How is he avoiding Fight Club though? That's like how?
Mm.
Hey, at least Flubber had Robin Williams, so that's a saving
Yeah.
grace.
No, I would rather watch Flubber than watch The Acolyte again.
Fucking
Like, that's how
Flubber.
bad it is.
It's the most fucking stupid ass word ever, flubber.
At least
Never
it still got
seen it.
Robin Williams, man.
Yeah.
Never seen it, man.
Oh God. Have you all seen the trailer for the new Nosferatu coming out?
Yeah,
No.
that looks good, man.
Bro, that looks disturbing as shit.
I hope so. We need a good
Yeah.
vampire
Yeah.
hitter.
That looks messed up, dude. But Nosferatu. I'm not a cinephile, so I learned all this after I watched the trailer. But Nosferatu was one of the first, or the first, black and white action, or not action, whatever. Michael, help me out. Movies that came out. No, it was like one of the first live action.
It didn't have sound. I believe.
Right, and it
was the first.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
Like way long time ago, like early 1900s, and so
1922, bro.
Okay, so they're doing a remake.
I didn't know this was a thing though.
Yeah. They're doing a remake of that. I hope it
doesn't
suck, man.
It looks good, man. Like I hate all the remake culture of Hollywood. You know, I hate it, but like this one actually looks like all right. I could stand to watch this because it's been over 100 years, and it looks like they're doing something pretty crazy with it. So.
Nah, this I can see that works. 100 years later,
that
works out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's where this came from. The silhouette of vampire, Dracula, whatever.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that one I'm interested in. That looks.
When is it supposed to be released, John?
They just came out with like a really early teaser, man. So I don't think it's probably till next year, I would guess. Okay. But I might be wrong. But it's early on in terms of like them, releasing it. I think so. But
it's
I'm
an
actually
hour and 21 minutes. The original Nosferatu. Hour and 21 minutes. Wow. Of a silent film.
It's crazy. But yeah.
Oh, it comes out in December.
Oh, it does?
Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Christmas.
Okay. Christmas. Of course. That's okay. That's well.
Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny with like a movie like that, Nosferatu, that came out in 1922? Like everybody who is involved with making that movie and being in that movie is long dead.
Gone.
That's crazy, huh?
That is crazy. Yeah. There's another disturbing horror movie coming out, and I'm not a big horror movie person, but it's I'll find the name of it, but it's basically it's like in the 70s, and it's on like a Tonight Show kind of thing with like a Johnny Carson type night show, but they're doing like a live kind of. It deals with like the devil and this person who's on the show, and the reason it looks really good to me is it's original. It looks original, and it looks disturbing. Like it looks really good. So I'll send it to y'all. But yeah, that one looks good too, coming out soon.
Anybody watch Maxine yet?
No, I didn't see that. I hear it's really good. I like that. I like Pearl, and I like X. X was brilliant. X was fantastic.
Now,
what's the power of two? What's the power of two?
It's the lesbian. The lesbian witches.
Oh, lesbian witches.
Okay.
Okay, so here it is. Late Night with the Devil. Look at that trailer tonight. Look at Late Night with the Devil and Nosferatu. Look at those two, man. Those look scary as shit.
Are you trolling, Silver? You trolling?
Exactly. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. If you want a comedy, if you want to watch it, if you watch it as a comedy, then you might like The Acolyte. You gotta watch
to laugh at it. Yeah, to laugh at it. Oh, really, Texas? I don't know, man. Keelan says different.
No.
I heard Andor was good. I heard
Andor was the best Star Wars show that's been out. Easily the best. But you got there's no lightsabers. There's nobody doing flips and all that kind of stuff like that. This is really, it's more about the resistance and going against the counterculture and all that kind of thing. So you got to watch it as that kind of show. All right, Penn. You can't watch it thinking you're gonna see like space battles and all that kind of shit. It's on its ground level. That's what makes it cool to me.
That's a long ass smoke, man. Dude, I gotta say, I know y'all know I like the cigar, and I know y'all aren't as high on it as me, but these things are aging really well, man. I bought a box of these things, and they're aging super well, dude.
That's Michael's special right there, man. It was cool to me. I didn't love it. It was cool.
I know Peter detested that cigar, but what cigar does Peter not detest?
Yeah.
You know, he don't want anything from that whole line, though. So.
I think they do a lot better in a smaller ring gauge, like I think most cigars do. But with these things, have had about 6 months of age, and they're hitting really well.
Michael, was it you that sent that cigar to me? Somebody sent that to me.
Which one?
The Baca.
The Baca?
I think so.
Did you have it for a couple years before you sent it out to me, or is it a new one?
No, that one wasn't. That one probably wasn't too long. Maybe a year at the most.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was curious if it had some age to it, and I let it sit for a while too, and it just didn't blow me away. Wasn't Chewbacca meant to be female?
Oh, sorry.
I heard that before, but I'm not sure.
Were they hooking up, dude? Were Chewbacca and Han hooking up?
I think so.
Chewbacca a little bit jelly?
Work, man. Han Solo was putting in some work.
Yeah, Han Solo get busy, man. I mean, it's a man about space.
Yeah.
Or Chewbacca was doing some work on Han Solo. One or the other. Fuck. Oh. Dude, Wilsiacs, yes. just like the South Park episode. It was funny. It was still funny as they're laying there dying on the street, and they're happy because they put a whale on the moon. It's this really, really stupid. One of the best, in my opinion, one of the best South Park episodes, but it's really dumb. It's really stupid.
Which one is it?
A South Park episode, probably from like 15 years ago now. The premise of the episode is like the kids sneak into like SeaWorld at night, and like there's guys who work there fucking with the kids, like talking as the whale, saying, "My name is Wilsiacs. I am from the moon. You need to return me to my home." And the kids somehow figure out a way to get the whale to shoot it to the moon. And then the very end of the episode is just like the credits roll over this depiction of the moon with a dead whale fucking just lying on it.
That was great.
It's a classic episode.
And it was absolutely great. Yeah.
Love the Book of Boba.
I just didn't understand why they made Boba Fett a bitch. It just didn't make sense. He was supposed to be the baddest bounty hunter. And they turned him into a bitch. It really didn't make sense to me. And then
I get it. I get it, man.
I'm gonna go really cliche and really mainstream here, so I'm embarrassed to say it. But for a mainstream show, I really like the show Suits. I'm rewatching that one. That's a really good show.
I never
My
watched
dad
that,
loved
man.
that show.
That's a good show.
Dad
Man.
loved that show. Are you a boomer? John?
Maybe. Yeah, it could be. It could
I
be.
thought the show was a little cliche, but it had its elements to it that were cool.
Yeah.
All right, explain to me. I know this is a show on USA. What the fuck was that
that's all
show
you need to
about?
know. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, I know. All right, but
what was the show about?
It's about a law firm. It's a legal show, but the unique thing about it is one of the main character. He has an eidetic memory, and he wanted to be in law school, but he couldn't. He couldn't go for reasons. But anyways, he knows the law because he's read all the books for the bar and everything, and so he gets caught up in a situation where basically one of these guys from the law firm brings him in, even though he's not a lawyer. It starts doing legal work for him and for this firm. And there's a lot of just like scandal and things, but they're trying to hide the fact he's not actually a lawyer, but he's like really amazing at it because he has an eidetic memory.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
I want to watch that.
it's a more network type show, but it's I liked it. I thought it was good.
No, it was popular for a long time, man. So it
Yeah.
can be horrible, but just those USA shows, I couldn't do it. I check it.
I get it.
I
I get it.
A lot of boomers entertained. A lot of boomers entertained.
Yeah.
Hey, Michael, real quick, are you still enjoying the Casa Magnum?
Yeah, man. It's
Good.
taken a little bit of a step back in the final third, but the first third and second third were fantastic.
Yeah,
Nice.
At least you can smoke it, bro. That's the main thing.
Yeah,
I can enjoy it.
Mhm.
that's a good thing.
Yeah, man. Solid.
He said he called his son Baby Yoda. So,
Grogu. Gotta call your son Grogu.
Grogu.
Yeah, I had all the Star Wars nerds just checking me on that. So I was using the Baby Yoda name.
yeah, if Disney's in charge of that, man, it's in trouble, man. It's like I've never seen a company do anything they can to piss off their fan base, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna
I
backfire.
love
So,
it.
I mean, their like revenues are like down, like a good percentage, too.
Well, they still got enough to spend 180 million on one episode.
Yeah, I mean, will it affect their bottom dollar to be able to produce and continue to do what they're doing? Probably not, but they are seeing a reasonable amount of drawback when it comes to their games.
But the reason why, like, the weird thing about it, the irony of it is that people are hate watching and hate commenting on it. So it's sending their, like the revenue up because people are still watching.
Yeah.
So like they're still getting the ratings, they're still getting the traction, on YouTube, people commenting on the show and all that kind of stuff. People still doing the breakdowns because of Star Wars. When you have an IP like Alien, regardless, you're gonna go watch it because Alien 1, Alien 2, and Alien 3 was so good. You're gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Well, when you have a lesbian witch in charge of it all, that's what you're gonna get. So
This chick, man,
sorry.
she's the worst, dude. And the part that bothers me about it is you want there to be inclusivity. You want there to be diversity in TV.
Yeah.
You want representation. You want it to be done the right way. But when you're doing it just to piss people off, it's just like you defeat the whole purpose. It's counterproductive.
Yes. I'm fine with it being diverse, but when they're doing it for the sake of that, and they're doing all these things for the sake of pissing people off, like that's the issue,
The whole thing about the Bear is one of the most diverse casts that's out there. But you're never thinking about the fact that you got diversity on the show just because
it's not forced.
It's not forced at all.
Yeah.
Sydney is a real character. Marcus is a real character. Like everybody, the Bears, everybody has their own identity. This thing was just like, yo, we're gonna make these alien lesbian witches. And we're gonna fuck up every white dude that shows up on the show.
Yeah.
And we're gonna piss people off. And that was hey, let's make these alien witches have twins that look nothing alike. That was the other thing. The twins that they got for the show are not twins. They don't look alike. They're supposed to be identical. How do you have identical twins that don't look alike? What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
And then the lesbian witch that made the show was just like, well, we wanted to have, identical twins, but we couldn't tell them apart. So we decided to get twins that didn't look alike. What?
Well, she said her whole mission was to piss people off with it. Like, she literally said that. She said it was her mission to piss people off with it. So mission accomplished. Like
Kathleen Kennedy?
Well, no. Kathleen Kennedy's one of them, but no, it was the producer, the writer of the show said it was her main,
like that was her goal, to piss people off.
The whole goal of the show was just to piss people off. And she
mission accomplished. Have you seen the Rotten Tomato scores? The Rotten Tomato is like 89%, but then the audience score is like 12%.
12%.
12.
No, it's 12,
it's,
bro.
It's bad, dude. Yeah.
Damn.
Dude, it's like that was the best part about the Pandaverse is Cartman as Kathleen Kennedy, and like him just
yes, true.
That was the best part. Like him just marching around like, you gotta make it gay and put a chick in it. Make it gay and put a chick in it. I don't want to piss anybody off, but watch. I'm just referencing what Carbon was saying.
But I'm saying that
it's
because
very.
that's the whole point. Like you can do that. You can have representation in there. Like of course, like if you got all these different species, you're gonna have people who have a different sexual orientation. It would only make sense.
Yeah.
But the fact that they did it, like if you watch just the episode when they were in the woods singing this weird song, that power of two, the power of many, you're like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with these people, man? And it just defeats the whole purpose because you're doing it just to piss people off.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the point. So
I didn't know that they're making a Gladiator too.
Got Denzel in there.
They got Denzel.
Oh,
yep.
Yeah. And he's the Gladiator.
No,
Pedro Pascal, Gladiator, right?
Yeah. And no, they got another dude that's supposed to be the son of what was Russell Crowe's character? The guy's supposed to be playing
Maximus.
Maximus really
playing
is
his son. And then like Denzel is the emperor character type cat. So you know that's like you know Denzel don't change his accent for shit. So you're gonna be out there with the accent. My Gladiator. All right.
Is Russell Crowe in it? Is he in it at all?
No, Russell Crowe too old, crazy, and fat, man. They can't get him in that show right now.
Yeah, that guy ballooned for sure.
He's a heavy.
Is that what we're doing now? We're fighting with axes and knives. Okay, all right, okay.
Speaking of actors,
Gladiator, real good. I like that.
Speaking of actors who are well out of their prime, who are bloated and old as shit, Alec Baldwin, exonerated.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
But yeah, he got off, right?
Charges dropped.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I don't like Alec Baldwin as a person. I think he's an incredible fucking actor, but good for him. Fucking good for him. That's my opinion.
It's been some crazy news today, man, between the other stuff that happened. Richard Simmons passed away, and now I'm just hearing about Alec Baldwin getting off. I didn't know about that one at all. That's wow. That's crazy.
I mean, that's just it's my opinion. It wasn't intentional. He's paid the price in form of public opinion. His career's probably taken a major shit because of it. But in my opinion,
kind of taking a shit anyway.
True. In my opinion, the right thing, the right outcome happened. In my opinion.
Wow. I gotta look that up. I didn't know anything about that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
My only thing with it, I have two questions on it. One is, if you weren't Alec Baldwin, anyone else I think would have been convicted because
that's a question.
Because the charge isn't that it was intentional. The charge is manslaughter. Manslaughter means it wasn't intentional by its very nature.
Right. True.
Right. So there was already an acknowledgement saying it wasn't his intention. That's the manslaughter charge. The other question, so one is, would anyone else have gotten off the way he did? The second thing I have a question on is, and I have a little bit of an issue, is he was a producer on the show, and there was a lot of talk about how they were not doing proper safety with their equipment. And as a person who's in charge of that, and again, I'm not saying dude should go to jail. I'm not making that argument. I do have those two issues though with it. That's my only kind of perspective on it.
And that's a good point, though. But it's the same thing that happened with Brandon Lee on The Crow. Mm-hmm. Like, somebody didn't check the gun, and they had the wrong round in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the guy. Matter of fact, the guy that actually pulled it, he was the actor that played Fun Boy. It was the guy that shot Brandon Lee, by mistake. They said he never acted again because he felt so bad about that.
I'm sure, dude.
So that like. I don't know the whole story behind Alec Baldwin with it. If he was like, was he just doing what he was supposed to do on the show, and he pulled the trigger not knowing how it was loaded? That is like, you don't have any intent. You're not really at fault in that.
Right.
But you also make a great point that if you're the producer, your job is to make sure that you're following these safeties, that something like what happened in the early 90s doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
So that's a good point. Now that's why I want to go back and really see all the details, because if he got off because he wasn't aware.
Yeah. Now, see, I was see, I don't. This is an example of me being ignorant. I wasn't aware that he was let off for manslaughter. If that's the case, if you know more than me, John, then I don't know if that should be the case.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a murder charge, which
No,
I
manslaughter.
thought. Okay,
No, they changed it. They took it down.
If that's the case, then I'm not. It's a gray area then. It's an example of me not being as familiar with it as I should be to have a opinion, a public opinion. So that's on me.
Well, I don't think you're wrong. I'm not saying he necessarily should absolutely go to jail. And by the way, as a human, I feel bad for the guy. Like I do think it was a straight up accident. Like I'm not saying I hate the dude for
That's
it.
tough, man.
It's a tough case, and I'm not trying to act like I'm an expert on it either. But the two things I do know is, it was a manslaughter charge. And the other thing too is there was apparently a lot of issues with the team that they brought on to handle all that stuff.
That's the part that I remember about it.
And as the producer, you are ultimately accountable for that, And so again, does that mean he should go to jail? I don't know. Again, I do feel bad for him. It was obviously a horrible accident. My question is how in any of these movies do you have live ammunition? What are they doing with live ammunition?
Why is it on set? Exactly.
Yes.
Why the fuck is it on set?
Who the hell brought live ammo on that set?
Yeah.
So the thing with Brandon Lee's situation, it wasn't a live round. It was that they were using certain rounds that were stronger for like the rehearsals and all this kind of stuff, and it got damaged and it discharged part of the shell. And that's what actually hit Brandon. So it was basically like a real bullet that hit him, but it wasn't supposed to be a real. They weren't using blanks at the time. They were using these different type of rounds.
Okay.
They still weren't live rounds. You know what I'm saying? So it just happened to turn into an actual bullet by mistake.
Wow. Yeah.
Having live rounds on the set is a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
Especially in 2024, where you can recreate whatever you need to do. I mean, you have Eminem, who sounds like he sounded 20 years ago with AI. Like, I mean, you can recreate a bullet shot. I mean, come on now.
If you think about John Wick, with all the bullets they spraying around on John Wick, and this doesn't happen, you know what I'm saying? Like, you getting shot from every angle, and nobody
thousands of like bullet fires in that movie.
Oh, that's crazy. I can't wait to pull that up. I gotta look into that. That's nuts.
The last episode of The Boys, when they brought up that minigun.
That's such a good show, man.
That was dope.
John, Matt, are either of you watching The Boys?
No, is that the superhero one?
Yep.
Okay. I'll check it out. It's on Prime, right? Is it Prime?
Yeah. You all really like that. It's a good show.
It's must-watch TV.
If I watch anything, if I kind of try and influence the primetime TV for my wife and I, the next thing that I'm going to do is try to watch Shogun, because that seems to be the highest quality show that you guys have like put on a pedestal that I think I'm most interested in watching.
The Bears and the Boys, easily right now, best shows. Shogun is top of the top.
Yep.
And if you can actually you got to get your wife to watch a show, then that's probably the one that she would sit down and watch the whole thing. It's great TV.
Okay.
Yeah.
She actually started watching The Bear herself. But I think she only watched the first episode, but she said it was kind of slow, but also hearing, just from people around just saying it became like a fantastic show too. It's gotten a lot better.
You got to watch the show to really get into the characters. You can't watch the show just thinking it's going to be like all action and, whole stuff. You got to really kind of get into like you appreciating like each character development and getting into their story. It's that kind of thing. Just
like Shameless. Fucking the other show the Bear guy was in. I love that dude. That show is fucking phenomenal. I love Shameless. The first 5 seasons, especially. But yeah,
it's the same thing. It's Breaking Bad. You got to take some time to really get used to the people that's on the show. Better Call Saul. You're not gonna watch it unless you really take the time to develop. Like, okay, now you know who everybody is and what they mean to the story.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it tonight, man. I got through the first 2 episodes, but and I liked it. I just got to get more into it. So too busy.
Strike Force coming at you.
Dude, I can't. The last time I watched an episode of Triple D was probably like 10 years ago. Like a full episode of Triple D, it's probably been a decade. I did, dude. I like that show. I like food. I like it. You know, I like especially very unhealthy food, which is what Guy Fieri tends to.
That's what he does.
To see.
That's his thing.
Matt, you got to do the Frosted Tips for your Halloween episode this year, man. You got to do the Guy Fieri for Halloween.
Dude,
get you some Oakleys and put them on backwards.
Yes. The best way to do that is to do it and not acknowledge it. It's the best way to do it. That'd be good. All right,
everybody.
We're past 3 hours. I really gotta pee. So let's end it here. Yeah,
Matt pees like an old lady, dude. You pee like every hour.
Dude, for sure. I have a small bladder. I have a small fucking bladder. Like that's part of the reason. Part of the reason I also don't drink because it was so inconvenient for me. Whatever I drank, because that shit just goes right through you.
Once you break the seal, it's a wrap. All right,
dude, for sure. But yeah, great live, guys. I love it when it's just us. I wish DJ could have stayed longer, but I love it when it's just us. This is the creme de la creme right here.
Absolutely.
It's fun as hell, y'all. Fun as hell, as always.
Anything you guys want to plug? John, Michael, Keelan, you're doing the live stream was with Fred. That's like an ongoing thing, right? That's something you guys are gonna be doing, like for sure.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. So shouts out to Fred, and hopefully we're gonna get Marvin on too.
Nice.
The Avengers, and just the same thing we're doing right here, shooting the shit, smoking cigars.
More Keelan on the internet, the better. If it's live, if it's pre-recorded, whatever. Just as long as you're out there.
Yeah, man.
We'll be live. Appreciate it,
fellas. What about you, John?
I'm announcing my first Patreon giveaway this upcoming week. So I know I can't show it on YouTube, but I'm gonna at least announce it and point people to the Instagram post. So, but yeah, announcing the first of many Patreon monthly giveaways. So, yep.
Hell yeah,
dude.
I subbed to yours, and I found that Keelan.
Yes,
had one
thank
too.
you, man.
So
yeah,
thank you, brother.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. 100%.
Fuck yeah. What about you, Mike? Anything upcoming?
No, I mean, I have some stuff in the hopper that I'm working on, but there's nothing that has been finalized yet. I don't have any release dates on anything, so I'm just...
It's been too fucking hot. It's been too hot for you, dude.
It really has, dude. It really legitimately has. So there's nothing exciting on the horizon just yet.
All right. And for me, tomorrow, dropping the review of this cigar, the Ometepe. $100 cigar.
I'm excited about that one.
He sound excited. You hear Matt's voice, you can tell how excited he is about this one. So yeah, let's go.
Oh, good shit.
Great show, guys.
That's how you end it right there. Right. Let's get out of here, fellas.
Tell DJ to make that the thumbnail.
Yeah, that'll be the thumbnail. All right, see you guys in a couple of weeks.
All right, boys. Later.